We are live.
What's up? Welcome, brothers. Thanks for joining us. Vato, Ron, Liam, Emo, Bushy.
Oh, Bushy in the house.
Emo, go Seahawks. What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us. We've got a hell of a show for you today. We figured, we probably should have started this out when we started our channel, but what a good way to we don't do anything by the book, so what the hell? We thought, let's get to know Mick and Ryan. So we're going to go back and forth and ask each other questions. Hot seat, if you will. Nothing's off limits, and you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy. And then after we get done, we're going to open it up to the comments. So anything you guys want to know about us, open book. So
open book.
Yeah.
Almost anything.
Announcements or anything, Mick, you want to talk about?
We have got, what's up, Clint?
Hey, Clint.
We have got some guests coming up. I'm not going to announce them just yet, but we've got some really good guests coming up. Really good dudes coming up.
Yeah.
What else? I'll tell you something. I'll make an announcement right here. I hung up 2 shelves today, and guess what? You can't fucking see them. So
you should have heard him cussing in the back.
That was an epic fail.
Goddamn son of a bitch.
There's one of them right there.
But also, guys, we have no idea what we're going to ask each other. We didn't pre-screen this. Nothing scripted. We're just winging it and going by the book.
One other thing. So Ken sent me a link last night to jump on his After Dark.
Right on.
I believe it was the After Dark for the reviewers table.
Oh, okay.
And they said we don't know if we're gonna get an audience or not. And I was like, "What? I'm not an audience, just playing with them." And Ken's like, "Link." I was like, "Oh God," I was tired. And I was like, "All right, I'll jump on though," because Johnny was on there. Johnny and Ken together. I mean, them guys are like two opposite. They're
absolutely
like exactly opposite. I'm like, I got to
two of the best dudes, but each end of the spectrum.
So what happened after 3 hours of conversation was we determined that Bearded Life Joe absolutely hates pineapple. Like, he despises it.
Really?
Big time.
Just as a fruit. Well, then that doesn't count on the pineapple on pizza thing then. His vote's X'd. If he doesn't even like pineapple. This has got to be a, do you even like pineapple? And if you do, does it belong on pizza?
Right.
That's my take.
So here's what happened.
Hey, Billy.
He got offered 6 combos if he would eat a whole can of pineapple.
Are you serious? 6 combos?
I'm going to buy 2. Joe from Beer Talk with Kyle and Joe is going to buy 2, and Ken is going to buy 2.
Of his choice? Or
butter oil combos of his choice.
Holy crap. Is he going to do it?
He said he was going to try. He thinks he'll get sick when he thinks he'll get sick when he goes to try it.
But he's got to make it through the whole can to get.
But he's got to make it through the whole can, drink the juice, and hold it down for 5 minutes.
Oh, that's a good. Wow. Dude, I don't know if I could do it. That's like me with black olives. I hate black olives. I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do a can of black olives for 6 combos.
We got some new guys showing, or not new, but some more people.
Matt.
We got Hookem, Bearded Tap Matt, Suasana, Waltimus. What's going on, fellas?
What's up, brothers? Thanks for joining us.
So that whole live was actually pretty interesting. It took not some like nasty turns or vulgar turns, but it went from one end of the spectrum to freaking.
I'm gonna have to watch that. I'm gonna have to watch it. Who was it? Who else was on
there? Me,
just you 3?
Johnny, Ken, Bearded Life Joe, Beard Talk with Kyle and Joe.
All right, on Joe, obviously Joe.
Joe from Beard Talk with Kyle and Joe, and that was it. I think because there were 6 of us on screen at one time.
Right on.
That was it.
How long were you on?
3 hours and X amount, and I left. Johnny left, and then I left about 20 minutes later, and then they were still going.
They kept going, huh?
Ken had to go to work today.
Oh man,
I haven't seen much from Ken all day on Instagram.
Well, cheers, brother. What are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking Proper 12, my Saturday drink.
Cheers, everybody.
Proper 12 and ginger ale. It's called something. I just can't remember what it's called.
Proper 12 is my Saturday drink too, but I'm out, so I'm going with
recipe.
Porter's
actually,
honey.
Oh, go ahead.
Or Porter's. What the hell's the name of that?
Huckleberry.
Huckleberry. Porter's Huckleberry whiskey. Cheers, all you guys in the chat.
What's up, Metal? What's up, Jay Cruz?
The Irish Mule, Metal says. Irish Mule.
The Irish Mule.
Is that what it is?
Okay.
What you're mixing?
It might be.
Metal would know. Metal would know.
That sounds. See, there's a poster in the liquor store.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think Conor McGregor calls that a proper mule.
Proper mule. Okay.
I think that's what he calls it, a proper mule.
Okay. So it's probably an Irish mule with regular whiskey, and he calls it a proper mule.
Yeah.
Right on.
But yeah, they hung that poster up, and I was actually, when I bought the first bottle, I was walking out, and it said, hey, there's a recipe right there if you like ginger ale. And I was like, I mean, I don't drink pop. I was like, but I mean, I'll drink it with something, like that. So yeah, it's lime, ginger ale, and then Irish whiskey.
Nice.
Clint said Irish mule also. So yeah, I bet it's called a proper mule or a proper Irish mule, something like that.
Ron's still drinking coffee. I could drink coffee all day, man. Saturday's my night to break open some whiskey. So,
did you see Billy Rogers' latest review? Let's give him a shout out real quick.
I did not, but I will after this.
You have to watch that. So he reviews a peach beer.
Okay.
One of his collabs from Ferocious with peach in it, and then Peach Crown all in the same video.
Oh my God, that's awesome, dude!
Super cool video. That video right now should have 10,000 views. I don't know why it don't.
Billy, that's awesome, man.
You know what? I bet if he hashtagged that Crown Royal Peach or something like that, dude, I think them views would freaking skyrocket.
Dude, that's a good idea. Go hashtag that Crown Royal Peach, Crown Royal, everything. Get them hashtags in there. Oh, that sounds awesome. I love that format.
Right.
Man, a beard oil, and a whiskey. Man, I like that, Billy.
Yep. He called it a peachy review.
That's awesome, dude.
That's a perfect name. Dude, that's a perfect freaking name.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
That is epic.
Yep, that's for sure. So, Ryan, I've got a couple of questions.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I'm gonna shoot all three of them all at once, right?
Okay.
And you can answer however you want.
Okay.
Question 1, what's your mother's maiden name? Question 2, what high school did you attend? Question 3, what was the name of your first pet?
Go to hell. What the hell account you trying to get into, man? That was epic.
I've been planning that for days.
Oh, God.
I've even got them wrote down, but I forgot to bring them.
You bastard.
Oh, shit.
All right, what's your driver's license number? What's your social security number?
Hey,
what's your mother's maiden name?
Okay, let me ask you something. Speaking of that, and this will kind of go, because you know what? It's funny. I actually know my driver's license number. How many people can say that?
I've got it memorized by heart.
So in Oklahoma now, and I'm sure your state's like this, because I guess Oklahoma was number 49.
No, I doubt it. We're full of Mormons.
No. It says every other state except for Oklahoma and one other one's is doing this, right? Okay. So you have to have this card. It's called a real ID.
Okay.
I can't remember what the hell it's for, but it is this ID card that you carry around with you. It's not a driver's license. And it like, dude, there's a lot of things you can't do unless you have this card.
Really?
Dude, the hoops you have to jump through, especially if you're a woman. What's weird is men, all they have to have is their birth certificate and social security card to get this real ID thing.
Okay.
A woman has to have like a list of shit.
What the hell?
It's like discrimination at its finest.
Yeah, that isn't right. That isn't right.
But
oh my gosh, I have not heard of that. But my driver's license just expired yesterday, and I haven't renewed it yet. So maybe they'll tell me something about it when I renew my license.
Yep.
I don't know.
Bato said, "Hook 'em. I'm already too much on YouTube. I don't need IG." You know what? Hey, I'm gonna say something about that though.
I agree, man.
has kicked me completely off of YouTube for the most part. Like, I mean, I'll watch people's videos and stuff, but I used to.
That's not where you socially interact with everybody.
Yeah. My domain is IG.
That's me too. And
if we could put 4 people, go ahead.
Yeah, if we could put, I know what you're gonna say. If we could put 4 people on a live stream, we would not have this YouTube channel.
There would no
because IG is so much smoother and better and easier, but you can't. You can only have 2, so we want to have guests. So we had to go this route. But IG is Vato. That's your call, man. But the brotherhood that you can get on IG is even greater than this on YouTube, man. And it's all the same guys. But it's your call, man. We'd love to see you over there, brother.
Love to see you. Love to see you on there.
Thanks, Vato. I'm an old bastard, 41 yesterday, so it's all downhill now.
So who in the chat seen my head shave video, and what did you think about it? And be honest. Don't hold nothing back. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. You ain't gonna hurt my damn feelings no more than I hurt my damn own while I was doing it. So
I did, and I'll shoot you straight. It pissed me off because of how good it was, and it was your first video. That did not look like a first video at all, dude.
Dude, I was so embarrassed when I clicked that. Okay, well, I told you the story. I didn't actually mean to post that. I was just editing it, thinking maybe one day I'll post this up. Yeah. And so then I got in my mind, hey, you know what? This was my learning video, so I'll never post this. I'll never put this up. But I'm going to go back and watch it and embarrass myself. That way I'll kind of strive to do better. And whenever I freaking edited it, it asked me where the destination was at. And so I clicked over onto YouTube that way, and it never gave me the option to post. It
just did it.
Started doing it right there. I'm like, oh no.
Thanks, Brett, you big bitch. You thought I was older than you? I'm only 41. How old do you think I was? Fucking 65? You piece of shit. Love you, brother. Joey, yep. There's so many guys that are Joey, Dave. I'm drawing a blank, but there's like 10 guys that are our age, born in 79, 80, class of 98 in high school. There's so many guys in this community. It's crazy. And then, there's these old fuckers like Brett.
Right. Did you see my work short?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
If I pulled my camera down right now, I think I could share screen with it, but maybe towards the end. I'll try that. I thought I saved it to my my downloads to where I could access it when my phone's plugged into the computer, and I could not get it out the other night.
Right on. Clint's the same age. Clint's the same age too. See, there's a lot of guys in this community that are right at.
There's a lot of people born my year too, 85. There's a shit ton of 85s.
Yeah.
A shit ton.
Yeah. Yep. Clint, are you class of 79 or class of 97 or 98?
He said class of 79.
Class of 79. I don't know. You piece of shit. Where's our Blue Riches? Get this bastard out. Oh, I don't have any goddamn grandkids.
Ron, take care of him, brother.
I know Joey's class of 98, Clinton's 97, so we're all right there, man. Yep. Oh, Jay Cruz, get him out of here. Who let the dogs out? Come on.
Hey, you know what? That's a guy that comes up with good questions. Jay Cruz, me and Ryan are gonna kind of quiz each other out tonight. The way the chat can get to know us. We know half the answers to the questions we're gonna ask.
No, I'm gonna ask stuff I don't know. I want to get to know you more, brother.
So yeah, Cruz, think of some questions. Write them down. Whatever you got to do here in just a little while. We're gonna be taking questions from the chat if anybody wants to ask anything.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into this, man. Let's get to know Mick. Tell us about where were you born? And, well, let's start. Where were you born? And do you still live in the same place you were born?
Pretty much. You can't be born in Hartshorn unless it's an accident.
Okay, so it's
I'm from Hartshorn, Oklahoma. McAllister, which is where I work, is 17 to, well, depending on where you're going, it's between 17 and 21 miles. It's 21 miles for me from here to like the city limit thing.
So it's the closest big town.
It's the closest bigger town. Yeah, McAllister is, do you know what 5A in school is? Like school sizes? McAllister's a 5A school, and it's the very small end of 5A.
Oh, God.
So I was born there in McAllister, and I've actually never resided anywhere but Oklahoma, but I've lived all over Oklahoma.
Oh, you have? So you're not just in Hartshorn the whole time?
Right. I'm not just in Hartshorn the whole entire time, but I would say, what am I, 35, 31 years of it total. I've lived in either Hartshorn or the outskirts of Hartshorn.
Okay, nice. So how about your wife? And you've got 2 kids. Tell us about them.
So
what's your wife's name?
My wife's name is Kara, and she is actually older than me. She's 2 years. Well, she's not a full 2 years older than me, but she was born in '83. I was born in '85.
You like those cougars, do you? You like those cougars. You like those older, experienced women.
Right? And then yes, I've got 2 kids. One of them is a stepson, but oh God, I hope he's not on here. I've been with him longer than his real dad has. I mean, his real dad's in his life now, but when I come into the picture, he was not. Okay. For the first couple of years, he hadn't seen him at all. I hope he's not in here right now. I mean, I don't care if my wife's in here. She knows. I mean, she was damn sure there for that. Yeah. So yeah, he will be. What's today? What's the date today?
Today's the 9th.
The 9th. In 3 days, he will be 17.
Oh, right on.
And you know what? I better write that on my calendar while we're thinking about it. And then my daughter Riley. My boy's name, his name is Weston.
Weston and Riley.
My daughter is Riley, and she is 8 right now, and she will be 9 in October. And fun fact, my birthday, her birthday, and Weston's birthday, and my anniversary are all on the 12th of certain months. That's so awesome. You got January, February, May, and October.
No kidding.
My wife's the oddball. Her birthday's the 18th, so she gets left out a lot, and that's why I guess 12 on all my giveaway guesses. Yeah.
So you're May 12th, right? And when's Riley?
She's October 12th. Weston is January 12th, and then my anniversary is February 12th.
Right on. Yeah,
and it's always good to have one of them friends that, like, when you get married, to make you a cool arts and crafts thing that has your anniversary on it. Mm-hmm. It'll say the James family established, yada, yada, yada. That'll keep you from getting in trouble because it'll remind you what day your anniversary is. So keep that in mind, guys.
Okay.
Brett's May 16th. Awesome, man.
Right on, Brett. How old are you going to be on May 16th? 75? Couldn't resist.
Oh, shit.
Say it all with love, brother.
While we're here, same question to you is on where you were born and do you still live in that area?
Okay, so I've been in Utah my whole life. Never lived anywhere else. I was born in Richfield, Utah, which is in the center of the state, central Utah. And it's a town of about 10,000. We're a 3A in sports. Then I met my wife, Katie. We've been married for 20 years. Got married young. And she was from a town, Elsinore, which is where Beard Care Club is.
Yep.
A little tiny town of about 600 people. So small Beard Care Club, believe it or not, how huge they are. They're a small run family type business too. So it's kind of interesting. And I've seen their facility. I've never been in it, but it's just a little warehouse type place. Yeah, tiny, not what you'd think. And then we got married and moved to Monroe, which is about 10 miles away from where I was born, about 5 miles away from where Katie grew up. And then after that, I got the job in Escalante, which is 3 hours away where I live now, out in the middle of freaking BFE, and I wouldn't leave here unless I had to, unless I was forced out. I love it. And it's more southern central. We're about 45 minutes past Bryce Canyon National Park. So right in the Escalante Grand Staircase National Monument.
Jay Cruz just asked a question. I'm writing it down, and we will revisit that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, this one, everybody's burning to know.
Yep.
Explain your names. Billy, Jake, Mick, James, John, Stephen, John, Wayne. Dive into the names, brother.
Let's dive into the names. Okay. So my given name, my real given name is Billy Jacob James.
Okay.
That is the fucking stupidest name on the fucking planet. Who
you got 3 first names.
Who Nothing in their right mind, for one, would give their child 3 first names? And who in their right mind Billy Jacob, are you fucking kidding me? And I've said this to both my parents. My mom's 25 foot from me, behind me, through that wall and through one of her walls. She's right there. I'll say it to her again.
What the fuck are you doing?
Thank you. Hey, what's up, Rob? He said Protestant name.
Protestant name, there you go. Hey, Rob.
So
okay, so when I mail you something, I mail it to Billy James.
Yeah.
That's your
correct.
Name. Okay.
Yeah.
But then I hear your friends call you Jake.
I've always went by Jake.
Okay.
That's what I've always went by. Well, several years ago, it's been close to probably 10 years now. Actually, it might even been longer than 10 now. I worked at a place. Let's see. I worked at that place for like 11 years total. I quit a couple of times and went back. So at that place, there was this one guy. He had worked there forever. Also, me and him was good buddies, and we would always pick at each other and argue. You know, not nothing serious. You know, but we would just
friends bullshitting back and
giving
forth.
each other a hard time 24/7. And one day he said something, and whatever he said, I knew he was right, but I said the opposite just to aggravate him. And we went back and forth for a little while, and he finally looked over and he said, "Shut the fuck up, you goddamn Mick."
So you just ran with it, though?
I died. And when he said that, the manager, it's this younger guy named Roger. He was a manager there. He said, "The Mick Man."
Oh.
And I looked over because I mean, you know, if you work at a this was a welding shop. Yeah. You work at a welding shop, and you know, I mean, you're kind of against the management. But I looked over there, and I was like, "Do I pounce on this guy or do I just let him slide?" Yeah. And I was like, "The Mick Man." I'm like, "Huh." And then you hear like 5 people in the shop, Mick Man. And I mean, it stuck to an extent. I mean, a lot of people just call me the Mick.
Yeah.
Like, look, there's the Mick.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yeah, that's a vulgar name that people give Irish people, but I mean, you know, I honestly wear it with pride. You know, it don't bother me a bit.
To me, Mick Man fits you perfect. Absolute perfect.
So I make this YouTube profile. Right. Mm-hmm. And like I said, people would call me that, especially when I was teasing around with somebody. They call me a dirty Mick or whatever. And so I was making my YouTube profile. I didn't even know you had to make a YouTube profile, right? Yeah. So I went months without ever commenting on a video, and
you're just watching but not signed in.
Right.
Yeah.
So I seen a video one day, and I was like, I want to say something on here. And this wasn't even beard community related. Mm-hmm. So I went to comment, and it, you know, whatever it made me do, it prompted me to set up a Google account because I didn't have Gmail at the time.
Yeah.
And I went through that whole spiel, and when I commented, it popped up Billy James, and I was like, So I let that slide, and then a few months, maybe a year later, I kind of start getting into the beard community, and there's comments out there with my given name on it. And I was like, And McMahon was taken. It would not let me put that in.
So that's why the underscores.
Wait, that might have been Instagram. Hang on, I might be wrong about that.
Okay.
I put, it was McMahon 85 is what it was, and I never liked that. Yeah. And then finally I was able to get it either on here or on Instagram. I wanted them to be the same, though.
Yeah.
And that's why I was making little slight adjustments to it. Mm-hmm. And I ended up with underscore McMahon underscore. And I think that's what it is on both of them. I'm really not sure. Yeah. I know they say the same thing. The underscores might be in different spots, but they do say the same thing. And that's what it, that's how that all come to be. But also I have one more name. My dad actually, and he calls me this religiously. He calls me Fred. There was a guy in our hometown. He was burnt plumb up, and his name was Freddie Ricketts. Mm-hmm. So me and my nephews, especially my older nephews, I've got nephews that are grown. Mm-hmm. My older nephews, he calls all of us Fred.
Oh wow! Now why? It's just a jab. Dad name for you?
It's a jab. Because that guy, he was burnt up. He'd always be walking around talking to himself, and he was just, he was crazy,
So he's a weird bastard.
He's a fucking weird bastard. So
thanks,
we got
Dad.
Fred. Right, yeah. And I'll get a phone call. I answer the phone. Hello. He'll be like, Fred.
Hey, Tommy, what's up, brother?
That's what he calls us.
That's awesome. So does anybody ever call you Billy? Yes.
So Billy, since that's my first name, that's what you get at the workplace. Okay. In a professional manner, no matter what it is, I get called Billy.
They will not call you Jake, huh?
When I first joined the workforce when I was 18, I had never been called Billy ever by anybody. Okay. Even when I was in trouble, I never got called Billy.
Okay, you were always Jake.
Even at school, even though my first name was Billy, and that's what it was on all the paperwork. Okay. They knew my name. I went to the same school my whole life. Okay. So when I joined the workforce, and there would be people, they'd be yelling, Billy, and I would just be working or whatever, not paying attention.
But no idea who they're talking to. Yeah.
Didn't dawn on me, Yeah. I got another question from Jay Cruz to write down here. So what is it like living in Utah, in Mormon country, as you know what I mean? Like, because man, that's way, way different than where I'm at. Do you feel?
You're not going to offend me. You're not going to offend me.
No. I'm just trying to think of a way to get this question.
Okay.
Do you feel like? Is it one of them places where it feels like time is frozen? That's what I'm trying to ask.
In a sense, yes. We're so far exiled from our closest Walmart, Home Depot, McDonald's is 2.5 hour drive. So we are way out there. The town, a lot of Utah, small town Utah, is predominantly Mormon. And if you aren't Mormon or don't go to church faithfully, you're an outcast, kind of, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The town I live in is very diverse. It was founded by Mormons back in the polygamy days, always was very Mormon, but Clinton made the Escalante Grand Staircase a national monument and pissed off all the locals back in 1996 when Clinton was in office. That brought in hey, Dawn, thank you, dear. Appreciate that. Basically the environmentalists started just pouring in once the monument was brought in, which brought a whole diversity of people. And even if I was a faithful, gone to Mormon church guy, I love diversity. I do. I don't like everything the same. I like this beard community is so diverse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't talk about, as a general rule, religion, politics, whatever. We put that aside and we go full board everybody. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I love that part of this town. I would say it's probably 50% Mormon, 50% not, which is very, very low in small town Utah.
Yes.
So if that gives you any idea, it's a very diverse little town, and we've got about 800 people in town.
Okay.
You know, so
yeah. My town is maybe not quite double that. We're maybe 1,500. Okay, now, we would probably be 2,000 if you count. Man, there's a community in every single direction. I mean, there's 10 or 12 different communities right around us that all go to the same school.
Okay.
And then we have a Native American academy called Jones Academy, and it's one of the only ones that are left. It's a boarding school, is what it is. Okay. And they've started building their own schools for certain grades, but some of the students still go to Hartsville. When I was in school, it was all of them. Okay. So it was really super. Oklahoma's pretty diverse anyway, but Hartshorn, Oklahoma is incredibly diverse, and it was because it was a huge mining town back in the late 1800s and stuff. Okay. We have a Russian Orthodox church. Okay. You won't find but a couple of them, and this is the only one on this side of the Mississippi, I think I've been told.
Wow.
It's got the upside down onion like the Kremlin.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's got that and everything. They make they do a cabbage roll sale every year. Man, them things are amazing.
Oh, I've heard you talk about that. Yep, I've heard you talk about that. They're so good. So to give you an insight on my county is bigger than the state of Connecticut, the whole state. Okay. The biggest town in my county is about the size of your town. The county seat is about 1,500 people.
Wow.
So that gives you the idea what a dynamic, open landscape we are. You know what I mean? And that's about dynamic 60 miles from me. Yeah, it's all scenery, all hiking, all four-wheeling, all hunting, all wildlife. You know what I mean? Not people. So
right.
And for the most part, when people move here, because I'm the postmaster in my town, people move here and the men usually love it. If the family doesn't last here, it's because the wife can't handle it because it's so remote. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yep.
In my town, we've got 3 gas stations, a bunch of restaurants. We're a total tourist town, and we thrive on the spring, summer, and fall tourism. And then it's just dead in the winter. And so we've got quite a few restaurants, 3 gas stations, a Subway, bunch of motels and bed and breakfasts. It's all tourism based. So,
Rob, if you're still in here, we're going to take questions from the chat here in a little while. And Rob always has amazing questions. So, Rob, if you're still in here, throw them in there. I'll write them down and we will get to them.
We'll revisit them. Yeah. Thanks everybody for the birthday wishes.
Yeah. And we will treat them as the questions were coming to both of us. And if there's one you want someone specific only to answer, just throw in there who it's to.
Yeah, we'll both answer.
Definitely no hard feelings if you want to ask Ryan a question that you don't want me to answer, definitely.
So let's just get this crap out of the way right now, and then we'll smash it. Everybody asks it. Does pineapple belong on pizza? How do you eat your steak?
Pineapple belongs on pizza for damn sure. And I eat my steak pretty much rare. I mean, I'm not afraid of a rare steak by any means.
Gotcha.
Nice. How about you?
Me, I'm a little different. Pineapple does not belong on pizza. It wasn't made to go on pizza. It's a fruit, but I fucking love it. So yes, I agree with you. Yes, I love it. No, it doesn't belong.
Okay. You know what? I can say that.
But I'm a rebel. I like things that don't belong,
Right.
Steak, same as you, slap the cow on the ass, throw it on my plate. I'm good.
Jay Cruz said, walk it through or not Jay. Who said that? Somebody said this the other night. Walk that sucker through a hot room and throw it on a plate.
Perfect. When I go out to eat, I order it medium rare.
Yep.
But when I cook it at home, it's rare.
Yep. So okay. So now I'm going to ask everybody, this question's for everybody. So feel free to throw your answers, and let's not make this, to where we're trying to harm anybody, but there was a post put out on Instagram the other day. This hit me hard. I normally do not comment on stuff like that where it can cause drama, but I had to at least give my thoughts on this. A post was put out saying if you are a Trump supporter, if you engage in Trumpism, whatever the fuck that is, and a couple other things, don't buy beard oil from us. We don't want your business.
Really? From a company?
From a company. This come from a company, right? Now, I'm going to give my thoughts on that real quick. Now, listen, I'll gladly tell everybody I am a Trump supporter. Do I support what happened at the Capitol? In no way, shape, or form do I.
No.
Absolutely not. No. That should have never happened. That was horseshit. And Rob chimed in too, and he basically said the same thing I said. I mean, we come from two different angles, but we was getting at the same thing. At least half, if not more, of that guy's customers are Trump supporters. I mean,
his business is gone.
Okay, so my question to everybody is, could that potentially hurt that guy's business very bad?
Absolutely.
My
if
answer
I was
is
a
yes
business owner, I would never put out a post that says, if you support Biden in any way, get the hell, don't buy beard oil. I would never do that.
Never.
Ever.
I don't care. I listen, if I'm selling beard oil, I don't care where that money comes from as long as that money comes in.
Exactly. As long as you're a supporter and you're buying and you like the product, bring it in. I don't care what your political views
I can see where if you've got real bad problems with somebody and you don't want to sell them something and you reject their order, hey, that's fine. But
because of their views.
Because of their political views, you don't want them to buy beard oil.
Man, you opened this can of worms, dude. This country is so divided right now. This country needs to be more like the bearded community. You know what I mean? Is the bearded community perfect? God, no. But is it a damn good place to be? Hell yes. You know?
Yep.
I mean, is anything perfect? No. Gary Bowman, politics don't belong in a business. Absolutely. Waltimus, absolutely not. And we're not going to get going on the politic thing. It's just, I like your question, in a general term. Does any company have the right to do that? Absolutely. They have the right to do that.
Absolutely.
Is it good for business? God, no. I don't care what side you're on or what your beliefs are.
No. I don't think it matters.
No.
I don't think it matters. Dude, I got on my comment, and I was not rude at all. I said, man, this is really confusing. I said, because it did. The post itself said kind of one thing, and then in the comments, the description he put kind of said another. I mean, they were kind of on the same path, but they were leading. It was starting to lead two different directions. And I told him, I said, man, this is really confusing. I said, this is confusing. I said, because up top it says, if you support Trump in any way, don't bother. But down here it says, if you support what happened at the Capitol, don't bother. And hey, I think the people had every right to go there and protest. 100%.
Protests are part of this country. That's
yes.
You have the freedom of speech. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It should have been kept civil.
You can't believe in one amendment and not the rest.
Right.
Is my point of view.
Facts.
We have freedom of speech. We have all those freedoms because of, So.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Don, I love your comment. How can we unite when people continue to separate?
Yep.
This country's been separated the most now than it ever has been the last 10 years, I'd say.
Yep. Right, Waltimus. That's a fact. That's a fact. Those are two completely separate issues. You can Just because you are a Trump supporter doesn't mean you support what happened
at the Capitol. Some do, some don't. It doesn't matter. Whatever your views
I'm walking proof of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to kind of get everybody's thoughts on that. I got more likes on my comment than I've ever got on any comment, even on giveaway posts.
Tyson, love you, brother. Thanks for coming in, man.
Yep, love you, brother. So yeah, I mean, I was shocked by that. There was a couple of guys, I'm not going to name any names, but there was a couple of guys kind of siding with them. One of them really surprised me.
They can have their 4 or 5 guys that'll buy beard oil from them. Then that's fine.
Right. Yeah.
Let them have them. Demonetized beard company. I love that, Billy.
Yep. See, look what Clint said.
Dagan. You got to put Dagan's up there. There you go, Clint. That's absolutely it, brother. It doesn't matter. Dagan, absolutely. People not wanting to sell the gays because of their beliefs. Are you kidding me, man? That's America's built on freedom, guys. You know, it's gone a completely different way, it seems like.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's trying.
It's trying to. Yep. Absolutely.
Yep, that is a fact. So let's move on from that if we can. What is? Let's see. Tell us about Jax a little bit.
Okay, so I've got one son. He just turned 20 years old. That makes me an old bastard. He was a 4.0 student in high school, brilliant kid. Didn't know what he wanted to do after high school, so we talked him into just going to he's loved cooking his whole life. I can't cook a piece of toast, so he does not get that from his dad. So he's worked in restaurants since he was about 12, doing dishes. Moved up to a prep cook. Moved up to
You're kidding me?
No,
I did not know that.
He's worked since he was 8. He's had a job since he was 8. He was a volunteer when he was 8. Did not earn any money, but he volunteered out at the state park and helped clean fire pits and stuff like that. He's an Eagle Scout. He got his Eagle Scout.
What?
Yep. He went to a community college and got his certificate in culinary because he absolutely loves cooking. He's worked for one of the biggest steakhouses in the city that's 2.5 hours away from us as a chef there. So but he doesn't know, he's kind of in that lost moment where he doesn't know if he wants to pursue the chef alley or go back to school and get his bachelor's degree. Obviously, Dad wants him to go back to school, so that presses him more to not want to. You'll learn. He's a great kid. He's been out on a lot of dates. He just got his first serious girlfriend, and they're madly in love. They're both living they're coming back here to work, and Cedar City, which is the city 2.5 hours away. They've got an apartment there where they're living. What else is there to say? I mean,
this dog won't stop barking.
He's a great kid. I'm awful proud of him. Me and my wife were only able to have one child, so he was it. So now we're the empty nest syndrome, and anybody that has any young kids or anybody that has any older kids, man, the hardest part of parenting for me is when he grew up and moved out. I would give anything to have an 8-year-old like Mick has right now, so. Donald, he doesn't, he's not sure, he'd love to own his own restaurant, but he's kind of the chef, talking to sober chef Eric, it's a kind of a dark area going into the chef business, and he's not sure if he wants to go that route. He's a 20-year-old kid that's lost. He doesn't know what he wants to do, Well, I'll appreciate it, man. We definitely did good for having a baby at 20 years old, man. Somebody was on our side for sure. So, yeah.
Yeah, I heard all of that. And you know what I didn't think about when Sober Chef Eric mentioned private chef.
Yeah.
I thought that was just a killer idea.
And that was one of Jackson's goals when he was in school. He said, Dad, I think I want to be a private chef or a caterer. And, you can make a lot of money that way.
Man.
It
just seems like Sober Chef talks about the dark side of it. And that's a very real thing. And it seems like, and I could be wrong because I'm not a chef, obviously, it seems like that would be a little bit lighter being a private chef
Oh, yeah.
Or being a caterer. Now, I can see if you're a private chef for somebody famous.
Yeah, no.
It might not be, but, you know, if you're a private chef for just a rich person that's not famous.
Hey, Kara.
Then it might be a little different. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to seem, you know, end up in a job that pressures him and he ends up starting to hate it, you know, stuff like that. But
exactly.
But yeah.
Thanks, Don. Absolutely agree. Yeah, he's got the rest of his life ahead. He can decide what he wants to do.
God, just come in here talking shit.
About to get that whiff out, y'all. Hear him holler like a little bit. Hey, Mick, so talk about that haul of $700 worth of beard oil you just bought.
Right.
You didn't make your house payment, but you bought beard oil? No. I'm just kidding, Kara.
Right. Listen.
Just kidding. I'm always full of shit. Sorry. Mick's like, I'm going to kick your fucking ass when we get off of this.
I actually had that coming from the deal with Katie when Katie was right there. I didn't know. Remember, you didn't have headphones in. I didn't know you didn't have headphones in when I started laughing. I was like, bullshit.
Yeah. God damn it.
Right.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, absolutely, Billy. Dude, listen, who does that?
Nice.
Who does that? I mean, okay, yeah, I did a comparison shave, but that's not really, I mean, I wasn't really even reviewing anything. I was just comparing two razors, you know what I mean? Even if I would have compared or I would have reviewed both of those razors at once, that's still not the same thing. You reviewed a beer, a whiskey, and a beard oil.
Dude,
yeah,
that's
they kind of go
run
together.
with it. Run with it, Billy. That's all I'm saying too, man. Mick told me about it. That sparked my interest instantly.
Think about this. How many beer companies are out there and how many different scents? So now if you are taking whiskeys and beers of other flavors and golly, I had something in my eye. If you're taking whiskeys that have flavors to them or just different whiskeys, beers that have other flavors to them that are brewed with different things, this, that, and the other, and then you take that, how many of them in the world is there? Man, there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions. Okay, now you take all the beer product companies and all the scents. So since you're matching scents with flavors from whiskey and beer, so now you can get down to where you could review the same company 4 or 5 times because now you're basing it a lot off scent. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to review the Captain Stash 9 times.
No.
You know what I mean? People would get bored of that. And they would honestly probably get mad at me over that.
Yeah.
But if I have a cigar,
not just Captain Stash, just any company.
Right. Yeah. If I had a cigar that had vanilla notes to it, and I paired that with Hemingway's Humidor, and then the next time, you know, I had a beer that had like a coconut flavor, and I paired that with Castaway.
Dude, I see what you're going in right here. So, hey, Lenny's, what's up, brother?
Right.
You could go in. You could not only do scents of all peach. You could go what beard oil pairs with what whiskey.
Yeah.
Or what bourbon, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a killer idea, man.
That's kind of a mix, but with a beard oil whiskey or beard oil beer.
That's a way cooler idea than what I'm doing, by far. Because you're taking different products and you're throwing them all in together. It's like pairing a certain cheese with wine, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you need to capitalize on that, Billy, for sure.
I like that. Okay, so let's hit it back to you. Let's hear about Riley. Tell us a little bit about Riley. I already know she gives you a run for your money. She
is. What's up, Matt?
Hey, Matt.
She's a good girl.
She's the cutest little shit. She's like a little Mick.
She has a syndrome called I'm going to backtalk every time something's said to me and argue syndrome.
She's a little girl.
And it tests me to no end. And
Can I give you a little advice on that right now?
Absolutely, you can.
You are going to mark this down. We've got it recorded on video. When she gets old enough to get a boyfriend and move out, you are going to wish she was back in your house, back talking to you. Enjoy those moments, dude. Enjoy those moments. I swear to God. You don't see it right now, but the hardest part of parenting for me and Katie was when Jackson turned into an adult. Yeah. That has tested our relationship. That has tested our mental health like no other compared to when he was young and in the house.
Okay.
We thought it was all going to be fun and games and, we can't wait till he leaves. We're going to have each other. It's not like that, man. I wish it were, but it's not.
Yep. I
don't know if you're, well, here's a question. Are you guys done having kids?
Yes.
Okay. Then,
we could not have another kid if we tried. I'll just put it that way.
That's how me and Katie were.
And that was on purpose. That was it's not a, we want more, but we just can't have them thing. That was on purpose. Yep.
So you can't have any more, or she can't have any more?
She can't have any more. Okay. Technically, I'm an only child.
Okay.
I have two stepsisters that the younger one, I was raised with her, completely raised with her. The oldest one, she was in her teenage years when their mom and my dad got married.
Okay.
So I'm not quite as close with her as I am, with the younger one.
Okay.
But between them, they've got 7, 8, 10 kids. My oldest stepsister is the boss of a adoption firm. Okay. And not only is she the boss there, but she's also a client. We'll just put it that way.
Okay.
She's got 4 kids of her own, and she adopted 3 more. And then the sister that I'm closer with, she has 3. So I've got nieces and nephews out the wazoo. I've got one that's in the Air Force. Okay. One's a prison guard. The other one, he's kind of lost. He's the oldest. Me and him are only 10 years apart.
But you are the only kid that your mom and dad have together.
Yep. I'm the only kid that my mom and dad have, yes.
Same with me. I'm the only kid that my mom and dad had together. My dad had one before he met my mom. And my half brother is 9 years older than me. And he wasn't really raised with me. We're semi-close now, but
yeah,
I was raised as an only child, same thing.
Yeah. So yeah, she. So okay, let me talk about one of my aunts real quick. I have this aunt that she will see you and she's like a puppy. She'll get so overjoyed she'll almost cry. She's that tenderhearted, And my little girl, I see a lot of my aunt in my daughter. And she's really super tenderhearted, but at the same time, she's a pretty tough little snot, She, it's hard to explain. She's half and half. I'll say, Riley, stop doing that. What are you thinking here? And she'll break down. Or I'll say the same thing, and she'll be like, shut up.
She'll get pissed. It's one or the other, huh?
So I will say this. I built a paddle one time when she was 5. I built a paddle. And I even drilled the holes in it, told her what the holes was for to make it swing fast. It doesn't really work like that. But anyway.
You bullshitted her.
It's a mind thing,
Absolutely.
And I got her one time with that paddle. I made her pull her drawers down and everything. She was panties. And I just flicked the wrist. I just whop.
Just whap.
And she went, oh. She did that right there.
That's all she said?
She goes, oh. Oh. And then she was like, one of them numbers. And I had to walk off. Because it was funny. And now she learned from that mistake because now she'll push me right to the paddle. Okay. And when I'm about to go get that paddle, there'll be nothing else. And I'm like, You know, it's like whooping a dog for peeing in the house. If it's been 3 hours, there's no point in it. Or if you don't rub their nose in it, there's no point in it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You don't catch it in the act. There's no point.
Yes. But no, she's a very good girl. She does have a mouth on her. Mm-hmm. She's a really great help.
I love how on the few lives we've been on IG where you've been unboxing, you'll have her come smell them and get her take on it. I love that.
Oh, she wants to smell everything. Yep.
And that's awesome, man. Enjoy that. Embrace that. You'll remember it for the rest of your life, dude.
So here's the funny thing about that. So I don't know if anybody else has had this experience, but when my wife is around, my daughter's picky because my wife's picky.
Okay.
If it's me and my daughter, dude, I can get her to try anything. I could probably pick up a piece of fucking dog shit and be like, hey, this is good.
She'll be like, oh, yeah.
She's like, okay. So she's only picky when my wife's around.
Oh, God, that's awesome.
But so now when we're talking about beard oils, if I let my wife smell a beard oil,
and she hates it, then Riley hates it?
She'll say, oh, no. And Riley will go, let me smell it. She'll go, oh, no. 2 days later, I'll hold the label like that where she can't see it. And I'll say, oh, man, that's good, sis. Smell that. And she'll say, whoo, man, that's good.
So, in other words, Riley's not going to be a reviewer anytime soon?
Not even close. Horrible reviewer.
I love
Horrible reviewer. So, but yeah, man, she's a good girl. She really is. She's a worker.
That's awesome.
She's a worker. She has OCD already, like her mother. Like, gotcha. I mean, I think we could probably get it diagnosed if we really wanted to.
Really?
My wife has to move everything. She'll just move it from here to there. You know.
Yeah. Just to feel better.
And so my daughter will get mad at her for moving all her stuff around, but then she'll turn around and do the same thing.
I love Kara's comment.
Right there.
Dad made over attitude mouth, and she wants last word just like her dad. She is made over 100%. Kara, be careful who you breed with, dear. That's what I always tell Katie when she says Jackson does something like me. I said, well, should have been careful who you bred with.
Oh, shit.
Donald Long, does she eat cheese and Oreos?
You know what? Oreo used to be her favorite cookie in the world and favorite in anything. I don't know if I could get her to try that or not. If my wife wasn't here, and then my wife was gone for the day, I bet by the end of the day I could get her to try it.
But no way with Mama there.
No way with her mama here. She will not try it.
Dude, that's so funny. We have so much in common. I love Oreos with cheese on them. I would never tell that to anybody because it's so weird. And then here you are on the live doing it. I'm like, are you serious?
Hey, I did it last night.
I thought I was the first bastard to ever try that.
No. I actually learned that in rehab. A guy named Bobby Burns. He was over there. Son of a bitch was over there fucking putting. I was like,
what the hell?
I looked at him. I said, Burnsy. He looked up. And he did like the prison thing. This wasn't a prison. It was a rehab. He kind of turned. He's like, what do you want?
Like you were going to go take it from him?
I was like, don't worry, bud. I don't want none of that bullshit. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he was like, he looks around. He's like, come here. I was like, no, I ain't coming over there. I already know what you're going to try to do. And he made me one up. He was like, here, just try it. He's like, if you don't like it, I'll give you $5 for trying it. And I was like, hell, you're in rehab. You're not allowed to have money. You know what I mean? So I'm like, $5.
No, you're not getting the $5.
Buy me an energy drink with that.
Yeah.
So I walk over there. I tried that, and I was like, oh, my God, dude. How did you figure that out? And he goes, my sister showed me. He's like, I don't know where she came up with it. Dude, I'm telling everybody out there, it's freaking good.
See, I was just a fat young kid that ate everything in front of him. And one day I think I had Oreos and I had crackers and cheese, and I think I ran out of crackers, and I'm like, forget it, I'm trying it.
Yeah, babe, I was just talking about Weston here just a little bit ago before you came in.
Talking about him right before you came in.
He is. So I get accused of taking his side or taking to him more than my own daughter. And technically, I've been around him more than I've been around my daughter because he's older.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But what my wife don't understand is I guess I discriminate against kids a little, not discriminate, but I guess I differentiate between my kids a little bit because I know the differences in them. Mm-hmm. He is, and I'll just say it, he's going to have a much easier life than her. She is a lot like me. He is not. He doesn't have my blood. So he takes after me on a couple of things just because he's seen me do it so much. But as far as his temperament and stuff like that, something that's bred into him, that's not
like you. Yeah.
Right. So, he's and everybody says this about their kids, but he don't really do much wrong. Now, since he started driving, he has turned into more of a typical teenager.
That's figured.
And now, don't take that the wrong way. He's in no way, shape, or form as bad as 99% of them out there.
Yeah.
But
that sounds a lot like Jackson. He turned into a typical teenager, but compared to the other kids in town, he's an angel.
My very, very, very nice 4-wheel drive Nissan pickup is now a piece of shit.
Oh no.
And it's because he won't get out. For one, he's always in it. He's just ragged it out. That's what it is. Which, I mean, he's in the process of buying it, but I don't think I'm gonna let him pay anything else for it. And then when he turns 18 and he's ready to get him a new truck, I think I'm just gonna take the damn thing back.
Yeah.
Because he won't get nothing on trade-in for it.
Yeah.
He'd probably be better off letting me give him what money he's paid back.
Yeah, for it than what he would on trade-in.
Right. Because he won't get nothing on trade-in. It's a 99. I mean, it's over 20 years old, but that sucker was sharp, dude.
Wow.
God, it was a nice little truck. I mean, and it's still a decent truck, but
he's just run it.
It's had a kid that has run the shit out of it. Is what it is.
I know what you mean.
It's had a kid that's run the shit out of it. Well, I was pissed off about that 2 weeks ago.
Jackson had a 97 Chevy that was just pristine when he got it, and it's an old truck now. He's had deer hit into the side of it. He's Yeah.
But no, he's an excellent kid. He really is. But I'll tell you what I did find the other day. Actually, I didn't find it. My daughter found it, and she didn't tell on him. She will tell on her brother. Don't get it twisted. She'll tell on him anytime she gets a chance. But
she didn't.
She didn't tell on him because she didn't know what she found.
Oh, okay.
So I walk in here and I quit dipping snuff a couple of years ago, and there was a can of snuff sitting on the damn dryer. I looked at that, and then my daughter come walking around the corner, and I was like, "Sis, what is this?" She was like, "I don't know." So I could come out of Bub's laundry. Out of Bubba, she calls him Bubba. She's like, "Come out of Bubba's laundry." And I was like, "Oh, fucking really?" And I was like, "Okay." I mean, at least it wasn't a sack of pot. At least it wasn't, a bag of pills, a bottle of pills, something like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm very thankful for that. But
you're not happy about it, but it could be worse.
I kind of had a feeling. Actually, my wife just knew. So he had this little girlfriend. And listen, my boy, he is big. He's a big old kid. He is, 4 inches taller than me. Wears like a size 16 freaking shoe.
Oh, wow.
Weighs 275, 280 pounds probably. He's a monster, dude. He towers over me. Wow. And he had this little girlfriend. She was a little skinny, pretty little cheerleader, So he was in love. And she used a little vapor, kind of similar to mine. And my wife just knew one day. She was like, "I know he vapes with her. I know he does because she does it." And I was like, my wife's a dirty bitch when it comes to fucking calling people out. She's a dirty motherfucker. I don't care where you're at. He walked in the door. She's like, "So you vaping?" And he
God, she sounds just like Katie. Exactly.
And she fucking said that, and he was like, "What are you talking about, Mom?" And he smiled, and she was like, "See, I fucking told you." And I was like, "I didn't have you with you." And God,
oh man, that's awesome.
Liam said, "Would have been cooler if it was weed." I'd smoke it.
We've all seen you, Liam.
Oh God!
I showed that live when Liam roasted up the bong, and he's like, "That dude's fucking cool."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit, Jackson."
Oh God.
Oh hell.
Oh man.
All right, let's move on. Although this is a good topic.
Right.
I want to know if you could only go with one beard company, which I know you couldn't, but if you had to, who's it going to be? And this is no knock on anybody he doesn't choose. It doesn't even mean it's your favorite. It just means if you had to go with one the rest of the time because of either what they put out on a constant basis or what they already have or their potential later on, who would it be? That's the hardest question I'm going to ask. I know it.
Well,
I knew this was going to be a harder question.
So there's two companies that they both have an item that I have to have. You know what I mean? And one doesn't make one, the other doesn't make the other. Mm-hmm. So
I'll go while you're thinking.
Go ahead.
Mine would definitely be Anointed AK because they're my number one feeling beard, and I'm addicted to buying beard oil. And they come out with new stuff on a regular basis. So that would keep me buying and being fulfilled at a decent rate. Even though they don't offer everything I like, it wouldn't be my choice, but it's the do or die type situation if I had to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That would keep me entertained for a good long time. So
that being said, I'm going to have to go with Chesapeake because because of his wash and his conditioner. Now, my next pick, if we was to go number 2, it would be Captain Stash because I can no longer, since I discovered his bar soap, I can no longer go without that.
Good choice.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
Really, if we were making a scale, they would probably be, right there even.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Like, where's it at? My memoirs from Honyaker, I can't go without that.
You can't go without it, yeah.
I can't go without
that. So
basically,
the answer for both of us is there's no way in shit we could.
There's no way
I could either. I've thought about it. I've tried. Me and Mick have even talked about it.
No.
Is there any way we can scale down shit? What do we have, 5 companies on our list or 10?
8. We put 8.
8.
Remember,
we had a list
we was going to go with 10. I'm like, man, that's too many. And then we was going to go with 5. It's not enough.
So we had a list of 8 companies, and we actually, if we could order, either one of us could order off of any of those 8 companies anytime we wanted. If we were to deviate off that company list of 8, we had to message each other and ask if it was okay. He had to get my permission. I had to get his permission. We had to write each other why we wanted to buy this thing. It didn't work.
It worked for about a month.
It worked for about a month, and then it didn't work. So
and then it didn't work no more. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, Ben, how are you, brother?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's, yeah. I mean, God,
hey, Native, what's up, brother? Thanks for joining.
What's up, Native? I didn't even know Benjamin was in here.
No, me neither. Thanks
What's
for
going
joining,
on,
Ben.
guys?
What's going on, guys? So basically, the answer for both of us, yeah. You know what, Tommy? Do you have that list?
Chesapeake, Hello? Anointed AK, Nicholas Beardworks.
Hello.
Honyaker.
Yeah, Honyaker was on there. Was Lux on there?
Yep. Chesapeake, Anointed, Lux, Honyaker. Oh man.
There was somebody you put on there. Was a couple of companies you put on there that I'm not.
Black Rebel. Black Rebel.
Black Rebel.
So basically, he chose 4, I chose 4. Or no, he chose 5, I chose 5. 2 of ours were the same, so we came
That's
up
with
what
it was.
That's
yeah,
what
a couple
was.
of them were the same. Yeah, Anointed was one we had in common. And
Chesapeake was one we had in common.
Chesapeake was one we had in common.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Gary Bowman.
Mine were Chesapeake, Anointed, Honyaker, and Lux, I think.
And then one more. Mine were Chesapeake, Anointed, Black Rebel, Honest Ape.
Oh, Renewed Man.
Renewed Man was yours, yeah.
Yeah, Renewed Man.
What's up, Gary? Gary Bowman, Gary Lewis.
2 Garys. Gary, man, you know what? Has Gary Bowman been in here before?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was going to welcome him if he hadn't. I was going to say that name does sound familiar, but.
Yeah, I've seen Gary Bowman in here. Yeah. Brett Abs, I love Mike's Hard Lemonade. I haven't had it in years, man, but it's great stuff.
Yeah, I don't mind it. They got all kinds of flavors now.
Ryan wins the hat game tonight.
You know what? I don't have a Chesapeake hat.
Gary, you piece of shit. I need another limited run of something, man. When are we going to do an oil and a hat, dude? Come on. Let's go.
I want one of them ghost camo hats. Okay, have you seen the new Chesapeake stickers? That's got the easy peel.
Yeah, love those.
Okay, I want that exact label right there on a ghost camo, on a shadow camo hat.
Oh, that would be bad.
Yep. And I tell you how I'd really like it is if that was shadow white camo. If everything was like white and off white on the camo, and then that logo in black and white.
Gary, I don't know what the process is of you making hats, man. But if you did a hat and oil combo once a month, I damn near guarantee you'd sell them out, man.
Oh, look at there.
But it's probably harder than that to get done, so I understand.
So that's what is coming.
That's what's coming. That's awesome, man.
Brett, yes. Yes, I have tried Black Mint Maduro, and actually of the King's Torciador series, that is my favorite.
See, and my favorite, Havana Beach. Dude, I love Havana Beach.
None of them are, they're all good.
They're all good, yeah. How can you choose one?
How did we both get them? Didn't we win both of them, or did I buy one and then win one and give it to you, or did it?
God, I can't remember.
How did something funny?
I think so.
Remember, because we both got them the same day.
I think you bought it and you won it, and so you passed your winning on to me.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. You know what? I think that's right because you wasn't even in the stream, and I was like, "Hey, hurry up and go to the stream real quick so you can claim this winning." You know?
Oh, Brett, you won't go wrong, man. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Jared
it's really
from
good.
Renewed Man was not even on my radar when he was essential only, and that's probably 90% of the guys that have tried him. He was good, very good quality oil, very good carrier base, but the scents were just take it or leave it. I mean, they were good for essential, but man, when he stepped it up with Tyson, working with Tyson on fragrance oils, dude. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, his what's it called? Dragon's Musk for an essential scent. That is incredible.
Really? Okay.
I
tried a couple, but that wasn't one of them.
Yeah. So I bought Gypsy's Tobacco and I won that Dragon's Musk. Man, that Dragon's Musk is incredible.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, Gary Bowman. So Gary Lewis at Chesapeake does these hats. This is a limited hat. It's the camo with the Chesapeake logo. He did that with the Irish Blue 2-ounce oil. He does those hats where he releases them and they're never to be seen again. So, love that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Valance dropping tomorrow. Ryan, you'll like this one. Not sure on Mick. Well, we'll both get it, so we'll compare.
Valance. Is the scent profile a secret, Gary, or can you throw it?
It's a coastal cologne. It's a coastal cologne, but I watched a live with him and Jay Cruz earlier.
Yeah.
And Gary, I love that you keep the hats limited too, man. I love that. The coastal cologne, he didn't just buy a cologne and pour it in a bottle. He mixed a bunch of stuff together. And it's not an aquatic cologne. He says nothing like an aquatic cologne. It's a coastal cologne, which I don't know. That's
where I get when we talk about aquatic colognes, that's when you start flirting with my comfort level.
Okay.
Because some of them I have really liked, and some of them
you
I
haven't.
Cannot stand.
So what I get out of it, and Gary, correct me if I'm wrong, it's kind of like what you'd think Richie Valens would smell like back in the day.
Okay.
So. Hey, Kyle, what's up, brother?
Josh, what's going on, fellas?
Yeah. How's Gypsy Tobacco? Brett's asking.
What's in it? Vanilla cotton.
Vanilla cotton, oud, pipe smoke, pepino melon, and a little Creed Aventus.
Okay. I like Creed Aventus. I have a couple of aftershave samples of Creed Aventus is the most popular cologne dupe in the shave world.
Really?
It's the most popular by far.
See, Gary on the live earlier said there's a little Creed Aventus, but it does not smell like Creed Aventus.
Okay.
So gives it that little touch, but not. That's not what it is.
How everybody has a tobacco vanilla almost in the beer community?
Oh, yeah.
In the shave world, everybody's got a Creed Aventus.
With a twist or exactly?
All pretty. Every one of them, every review I've watched of them, they're like, oh, yeah, that's spot on Creed Aventus. Ooh, and they'll have 7 of them, and I'm like.
So a lot of them have just Creed Aventus dupes, basically.
That's what all of them are is a dupe,
Yeah.
And dude, they always sell like hotcakes. Like they sell like freaking crazy.
I wonder if that's the most popular cologne. Thanks, Billy. Appreciate that, brother. Light, airy cologne type scent. It's pretty wild. I'm pretty impressed with it. Gary said it's his favorite scent so far he's done.
Is it scent of the month?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
It's February scent of the month, and it goes on sale tomorrow.
I thought that was getting released with
Skeen. It's not going to.
Oh, it's not?
It's not going to. It's just going to be a release. But Skeen's going to do Seth's going to do a review on it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Brett, that Gypsy Tobacco is really nice. Yeah. It's not the best from Jared by any means, but
look at that old piece of shit. He's like 69 years old.
But yeah, it's good, Brett. Yeah, it's definitely good.
Yeah.
You know what? I could probably just send it to you where you ain't got to buy it. Man, I haven't used it in a while, and it's coming up on being a year old. So yeah, I mean, if you would like to sample it, beforehand, before you actually go spend money on it, I'll send you the bottle. And hell, if it lasts another 2 years, then there you go, brother. Yeah, just don't let me forget, because I will forget, dude. I tell people I send them stuff
just DM
all the
him.
time. They never DM me and remind me about it, and I never remember who I'll give them what. Yeah.
So Gary said Seth's the only one he's releasing it to, that he sent it to for a review.
Okay.
So he'll be the one that gets it for no cost. Anybody else that does a review is somebody that bought it. Is what I'm getting out of that, Gary.
Cool. Yeah, Ryan told me about that, Donald. I'm excited about that. Hey, listen, I'm just gonna say it. Beard Manas, their old blend is not that bad at all, even though it contains a high amount of grapeseed. They use a quality oil.
They do.
A lot of people overlook them because of their labels. Their labels aren't the top in the game, and it's not even their labels are really cool. It's the quality of the paper that it's printed on, or the label material that it's printed on, and a lot of people overlook them for that, I think. So, I mean, and I'm guilty of that myself. I've overlooked several companies because of that. Some of them I should not have done that. Some of them it's a good thing that I did.
Yeah.
But
Beard Manna, I'll shoot you straight. The reason why I tried them is Gary said this is the most underrated company in the business, and Gary is not lying. Beard Manna has the potential to be a big dog in this community. They've got a few tweaks they need to make. Me and Mick both agree. But, dude, their scents, these guys know their scents. That's all I can say.
Right.
They're not like somebody else. They're their own people.
And there's guys in the chat that will back us up 100%
yeah, absolutely,
on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Gary, I can show that. Matter of fact, I can do it right now.
Absolutely.
I can do it right now.
Yeah. And then I've got a couple more questions, and then we can go to the chat.
Killer. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah. Hey, Josh. Oh, what's up, brother? King Ginger's in the house. Yeah, Gary, Beard Manna is hands down the best one around, no joke. They're the first company to actually make me say shit. I need to step it up. And Gary, I see where you're coming from, man. Their scents are... You've got them beat on a lot of stuff, but and I'm not saying you don't have them beat on scents, but dude, their scents, I can see how they get you scared. They know what they're doing, man.
Okay, so, and I'll throw this out there.
That is so badass. Oh,
that is, yeah. So, that I want to see them. I want to see them reach.
Exactly.
I want to see them reach that level on their label game.
Absolutely.
That's what I want to see them reach.
Yep.
Man, if they do that, if they get their labels up quality like that,
if they do that in their production, and yeah,
they're gonna be a force. But yeah, guys, so this is Valens. It will be releasing tomorrow.
Released tomorrow. Yep. Valens released tomorrow, guys, on ChesapeakeBeard.com.
I would assume that Gary will release that possibly about the time Seth's review comes out, if that's how it's going to work, and if not,
no, I bet it'll be before. Gary, let us know, but I bet it'll be before. Yep. I don't know what time tomorrow. Let us know what time, man. Yep, Gary, absolutely. The branding and labeling. Yeah, and they've got the graphics on point. But it's just the labeling. They need to step their game up in the labeling for sure, yep. And they will. You can't hold them against that. They're a brand new company. They're getting their feel. But God, for a new company of two guys getting together, man, props. What's up, James P?
Look at there.
That is fire, man. Yep. Absolute fire. God, I love the movie La Bamba. Richie Valens is such a legend. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. How was we there? You know what? Do we like that better? Or do we like that better? That. You like this one?
No, yeah, probably like that. I don't know. Yeah, probably full screen. Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah, I like that better. Yeah, Billy said, put one aside for me, Gary. Okay, I'll start out and I'll be right in the middle of the screen, and then all of a sudden, like an hour in, I'll be off to one side. I don't get that. It's like, I don't know. I wonder if I'm sitting here bouncing around. I can't sit still, so I might be sitting here vibrating everything because I won't quit moving.
You're probably drunk.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Making the oils and so it's oil and vitality, guys.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Sweet. Can't wait. So, what's your number one scent right now? Right now. Doesn't mean it's
right at this very minute.
Right at this very minute, what's your favorite scent?
Is Vintage from Chesapeake. That one blew the damn. That one blew the top off of it right there. Yep. That was a damn good scent right there.
Nice. I've got to get it. Haven't got it yet.
That was a damn good scent right there. I'm actually wearing it right now. Second favorite scent. Man, okay, so the other day when I unboxed all my Captains,
yeah,
I smelled Calico Jack, and I'm like, oh man, I smelled Captain's Quarters, which that was the first time I'd ever smelled Captain's Quarters, and I'm like, oh, this one hands down by far. So I wear it that night, and I'm like, oh yes.
Beats Calico Jack that
Beats
night.
Calico Jack. Yeah. Then I put Calico Jack in, and I'm like, nope. Not even
so basically, they're right there.
So every time I wear the other one, I'm like, oh yeah, this one.
That one's better.
Yep.
So they're basically split even with each other. Captain's Quarters and Calico Jack.
He said, I hope you don't say it's cool. It's cool. Oh shit. I was like that with the Taylor 2020.
Okay.
And it's grown on me a little bit more, you know, but overall I was just, well, what Mick, what Ryan says, a little underwhelmed. I was underwhelmed with it.
I was too.
Oh,
wasn't a bad scent by any means, but just kind of middle of the road. Nothing that blew me away.
And I was even, wow, that's weird. I got a beard hair in my candle.
What the fuck are you doing in those candles, man?
There ain't no telling.
That's probably a ball hair.
You can't see it.
Oh, God. Jay Cruz asked. What Jay Cruz asked? I missed it. Man, props for Dan C for answering comments. This is hard, and we've got not very many.
Yeah,
it's hard. Props for Dan for answering comments.
We've had 20 looming, on and off, and we can't even keep them.
But do you have anything else to ask me before we go into the chat?
So, well, what is your favorite scent right now?
Malone's Irish Pub, the Brothers Groom.
Really?
I haven't topped that yet. Yeah. It's not my favorite everyday scent, but it's my favorite complex, insanely good scent. Where the fuck did he go? Did you have to take a piss, dude, or what?
Yep.
He just gets up, lets it hang. Oh, God.
My eyeballs is floating.
Malone's Irish Pub is my favorite complex, insane scent. I could not wear it every day. It's like 1912, but better than 1912 in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, if I had to go with one oil for the rest of my life, that's not what you asked me, but I'll throw that out there. It would have to be Ginger Jamboree from Beard Octane.
Okay.
That scent is so crazy with the carbonation and everything, but it's not my favorite scent. It's just one that I could wear every day for the rest of my life.
Right. So, Vato, I'm from Oklahoma. We don't need to do that.
Yeah, shit. Don't wash your hands. Go rub them in your wife's face. No. Whatever. Cook dinner.
You are fired, he said.
Sorry, Gary.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. 2 owners. Well, I mean, there's more, but 2. Actually, let's call out 3 right now. We've already talked about Beard Manna, but 3 companies that have stepped up their game already this year is Captain Stash, Chesapeake, and Beard Manna.
Absolutely.
They're trying to blow the lid off of it already, and we're not even full weeks in,
Yeah, absolutely. Healthy Bearded, Ryan, let's talk about how you were right about Scarecrow. Original's better. Original's better, Healthy, but man, Reborn is good. Reborn is good.
I'm gonna get them both.
Cruz, you just pissed Mick off. Come on, brother. Original is better, but Reborn is no bitch. Reborn is freaking amazing. But if I had to choose out of the two, original, yeah. But I don't know that I could go without either. So, let's go with you. Obviously, your number one scent's Vintage from Chesapeake. Ask me my number one scent from Chesapeake.
What's your number one scent from Chesapeake?
If I had to go with an everyday scent, it would be Phoenix. Phoenix is freaking my jam.
Fire.
But as far as just scent-wise, I would have to go with Irish Blue.
Y'all are smoking fucking crack. J. Cruz, dude, you need to stay out of them streets, brother.
Okay, as the creator, he says original defeats Reborn.
Not even close.
We gonna believe Mick, this piece of shit, or Gary, the guy that made it. Come on.
Are we gonna believe the guy that mixes 2 cents together every single day and makes something amazing? Or are we just gonna believe a guy that makes a scent every couple of weeks or once a month?
There you go.
I think we need to go with me. I mean, I would bet on me if I were all of y'all.
Oh God, you're funny. So
yeah,
cheers to
Jay
this.
Cruz has been in the trap house.
Both scarecrows are fucking amazing. I'll give it that.
I'll give it that. Yeah, I'll definitely agree with that. But you cannot. Woo!
Look at his face go red.
Woo!
He's fucking
pissed. Tell you something.
Thank God we're on screen, huh? Poking the bear.
Cutting folks here in just in a minute. Yeah. Oh yeah. Reborn.
God.
Hands down, Reborn.
And you know what? I say that just off the top of my head. I have not smelled them by each other. Reborn's fucking amazing. It really is, but so is the original. You know what? Okay, I've got a question for you since Gary's in here. Has Gary, and I know the answer, has Gary ever made a scent that you don't like?
Absolutely.
I know that. What is it?
Cherry cola.
Get the fuck out. Cherry cola is so good. You just went about 10 shades more red. Gary, this is the Adamantum or Adamantum, whatever it is. It's a couple weeks old, man. But I've got on the Dixon kick, man. A freaking best shirt I've ever owned.
Here's the deal.
Cherry cola is fucking good, dude. It's
that
good.
Is the worst. It had to have been a nostalgia thing.
Gary, did you smell out a cherry cola every time you made it?
Absolutely, he does.
Yeah.
Because people drink that.
Good. Because it's
people
good.
Drink that bullshit up there, up north. I guarantee you, 90% of his orders of that are from like north of the Mason-Dixon. Because I'm telling you, people with sense are like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, Native loves Phoenix too. Phoenix is a good everyday scent, man.
That's a Honda Civic scent.
Okay, for me, Gary has not made a scent I don't like. He's not. And granted, I'm not picky. I've only come up with probably three scents that I've had to wash out of my beard. I am not picky. I'm probably the least picky person. Everybody asks what your profile. Next question. What's your preferred profile for a scent, Mick? Your preferred profile. Do you have one? You don't have to.
I mean, if we're going with like what category does it fit into?
Category
I want a savory
and
cologne.
Preferred. Least preferred.
Okay, so savory cologne on my most preferred. I like it somewhere between dark and light. The best example, actually, okay, so one that fits right into the middle of that is going to be somewhere along the lines of Imperial Myrrh from Nicholas Beardworks, or even up to Black Crown from Chesapeake, and even down as far low on your lighter side, not light, but like the bright side, as Admiral's Helm. from Captain Stash. So
Black Crown is one of your favorite profiles?
I love Black Crown, and it's got coffee in it.
Ask me what Black Crown does? Oh, Black Crown's the coffee. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking Kingston. Okay.
Oh,
Black
yeah.
Crown. Yeah.
Okay, so Kingston. All right, so let's go with that. Kingston is going to be on my lower end of my favorites from Chesapeake, but I don't dislike it at all. I wear it less than I would wear Silence Night or Black Crown or Vintage, something like that. And so, man, I've really been wearing a lot of Captain Stash here since, the whole collection come in.
I can't wait till mine comes in. Mine should be here Monday.
My least favorite on that one is definitely going to be the summary one. I'm drawing a blank on it. Castaway. But I like Castaway too. That's a really nice. It's not like pina colada like what a lot of companies make, but it does have that coconut and stuff in it. So and I do like it, but if I'm comparing it to the other 5 cents, there's it's going last.
So that brings me up to Jay Cruz's comment. Ryan, have you tried Kingston? Kingston is my least favorite scent from Gary. It wasn't my favorite. That being said, I still liked it because I haven't got a scent from Gary I don't like, but it's just not my favorite.
Yep. Distorted was my number one.
It was, yeah.
Until Black Crown and Vintage come out.
Okay.
Yep, for sure. Now, my least favorite type of profile is heavy floral.
Me too. Heavy floral is my least favorite. Dude, you know what I wore the other night that Katie said, oh my God, what is that? It's so good. And I about shit. I thought she was going to hate it.
What was that?
Cosmic Butter from T3, which is Nag Champa, Patchouli, Jasmine, and Pear.
That ought to be an incredibly incensey smell.
She said it is, and she said that's my favorite thing you've ever worn. And I thought she was going to kick me out of bed. In my mind, I thought she was going to say, get the hell out of here, you stink. She fucking loved it.
Wow. Wow.
It smelled like a 1970s head shop, man, or straight up, and she loved it.
That's wild. Yeah. I'm glad she liked it, though. Yeah.
She loved it. Yeah, and I love it, too. It's great.
Yeah. Okay, I will say one there is another specific scent profile that I cannot stand, and it is something that has 7 things in it, but you can only smell cinnamon.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't like that at all.
Brett asked me which 3 did I wash out. One was a pumpkin scent from Miners. Oh God, I thought I was going to throw up. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember the name. It was a year ago. It smelled nothing like pumpkin because I love pumpkin.
Yep.
The second one was that I originally liked, but then the longer it sat in beard, I had to wash it out. What the hell's that name from Anointed? You absolutely hate. And I said it was good.
El Nino.
El Nino from Anointed. Total floral. Hit and a miss there. That's number 2. Number 3, dude, I can't even remember. Maybe it was only 2.
It wasn't this one right here, was it?
Gunslinger. Okay. That was number 3. So I ordered Gunslinger 2 years ago, whenever it came out. The worst scent I've ever smelled in my life. Mick said how good it was. Everybody said how good it was. I waited. I just ordered it about 2 months ago. It's freaking amazing. There was something wrong with that first batch I got. There was something wrong because it smelled nothing like what I got this second time. Completely different. So now that I have the new Gunslinger, which is original Gunslinger, I freaking love it. But that first bottle I got, there was
had to be
wrong.
bad.
There was something wrong with that because it was like, get this shit out of my beard right now.
Gunslinger is my favorite scent from Fable.
From Fable.
I absolutely love Gunslinger. And right behind it is the Strategist. I really enjoy Strategist also.
Strategist is really good.
Yep.
Gary, I don't like patchouli unless it's blended right. If you blend it right, I like it. But straight up patchouli, I don't like either.
I like patchouli all the time.
Let's see. What are some more questions? Do you guys like 1912? Absolutely. But Malone's Irish Pub is better from the Brothers Crew, on my point.
On scents that are similar to that, I like the Bonfire Brandy from Royal Beardsman.
Okay.
That's when we're talking about smoky scents, that's one of my favorite smoky scents right there. That's a killer scent right there.
Brett's only washed out 2: Holy Grail from Kingsman and Hammer from Boss Man. See, now I did not like Holy Grail from Kingsman when I first got it. It was an acquired taste. Now I freaking love it. But it was definitely acquired taste. It wasn't like I pulled that and like, oh, this is the best thing ever. I was like, yeah. James, worst scent ever I had was Villain from Heroes and Legends. I never had any good luck with Heroes and Legends, unfortunately. Nothing I hated, but it just didn't work well on my beard.
You know what? You don't like that one, do you?
Angler, I can wear, but I don't like it. Nope. Do not like Angler. I would never repurchase it, but I can wear it. It's not like I've got to wash it out, but man, if you ask me, most overrated scent ever, Angler from Fable. Everybody loves it, but not me. Man, it's just, yeah. Brett, I think Holy Grail smells like Alfred's outhouse. Oh God! Yeah, that was a good one there. That's awesome.
There was a couple of questions from I think 2 of them were from Jay Cruz. Actually, all 3 of them might have been.
Yeah, let's go to the chat. Anything I want to ask.
What is your dream job?
Oh man! You know what? I'm lucky, very lucky to have the job I have. I absolutely love it. I look forward to going to work every day. I don't know that it's my dream job, but for the money I make and for what I do and the organization I work for, I love it. As far as a passion, man, I would love to be a beard company and be able to support my family and make tons of money making beard oil because I love beard oil. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That would probably be my dream job right now. Would be to have a beard oil company that's as successful as, Beard Brand, I guess, where you're making a lot of money.
Yep. Mine would be mine. I mean, there's a couple that come to mind. I think the one that would be the most realistic. Well, no, because that's really not realistic. Anyway,
I'm sorry. Okay. Let me take this back. I'm sorry. It just hit me. That was too quick. Guitar player in a metal band. Hands down, my dream job. Hands down.
Yeah.
That's my dream, and I gave up playing guitar a long time ago. That's my dream job. Go for it.
So mine would be owning my own, what they call pulling rig. That was probably that was hard ass hot work, but I enjoyed every second of it.
Now, what is that? I don't know.
It's basically getting water for crops. It's basically, what you do. They put pumps in the ground, they take them back out, they maintenance them, stuff like that. I had that job one time. It was just me and the owner. We were the only employees, and I loved every second of that job. I would make him get up on. He was a couple of years younger than me, and I would make him get up early through the week, and then I'd make him go to work on Saturday.
Okay.
Just because I wanted to be out there working. Yep.
Gotcha. What's up, Dave?
That was great.
How are you, brother?
What up, Dave? Yeah.
Vato, what's wrong with you? Angler's dope. See, everybody loves Angler but me. Man.
I don't think I'll like it.
It's a floral cologne to me.
I don't think I like it. Yep. I don't think I would like that one at all. So my second pick on Dream Job would be to be making. I want so bad to get into making shave brushes, like from a chunk of wood and animal hair fibers all the way down to the finished product. Like I've always built stuff. That's all I've ever done is build stuff. And I've built a little bit of everything: planes, trains,
automobiles,
everything.
Yeah.
No, I haven't actually built cars.
Yeah.
But pretty much everything in between.
On, Billy.
I've made important stuff, non-important stuff. I've made all kinds of different stuff, and generally a welder at most of them, which I got out of welding a few years ago, and that was the best decision. That welding, that's what my face looks like it does all the time, and my eyes ain't no good, my ears ain't no good,
You know what, man? Here's some advice, and you take it and run with it, or take it and flush it down the toilet. You're going to get laid off in April, right? Do you have your definitive date? Or is it just sometime in April?
No, it's either going to be. Look at the calendar here. It's either going to be. I'm trying to think of the. See, they can't lay us off till the seniority move date, and I believe that is on April. It's either April 22nd or 29th, or it could be May 20th or 27th.
James. Okay, so my advice, man, I see it from the outside, and you guys in the comment, let us know too. You're going to be laid off in April. You're going to be on unemployment until you can find other employment.
Yep.
Dude, it's the perfect time to start your own business. The perfect time to start your own business, whether it's shave stuff, building stuff. Man, get that brain turning and see what you want to do.
Yeah.
It's not going to be easy, but something that you love and the passion you have, I know you can make it. I know you can make it. I believe it, brother, and I know these guys do too.
I've been kicking freaking everything you can imagine over in my mind.
Yeah. And I can't judge. I can't. I'm not in that position. I don't know what it would take, but
I think it's so much
from the outside. What a freaking perfect time.
Yeah.
To do it.
I think of so much stuff that I start confusing myself,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Hell, I even, I've got a place to stay that is literally minutes away from the same exact barber school that Dave went to. Just different state, but it's the same barber school that Dave went to, the Paul Mitchell. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I've got a free place to stay. Minutes from it. By the people I'd be staying with, both of them graduated from that place.
My hell, dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
like that's the perfect setup. But I don't know.
You need to see in your head, is that something you'd love to do? Would you love to cut hair and talk to guys and bullshit about stuff? And happiness is worth more than money. I can tell you that. Money's good, but happiness is better.
Is much better.
And obviously happiness with money, but as long as you're paying the bills. But I mean, you could go to barber school, be a barber, start a beard company or shave company or building hairbrushes or whatever and sell in your barber shop. And, I don't know. I see a lot of potential there, man. I really do. I really do. That being said, I would not go to barber school if you just want to do it for some way to pay the bills and you don't know if you'd like it.
Yeah, see, and that's I'm trying to make my mind up on that
that's
because
kind of where you're at. Yeah.
All the people in my family, like all the guys, I cut most of their hair.
You do now?
Oh yeah. I've always done that.
Wow.
I can give my boy the best fucking fade you've ever seen in your life. Now everybody else's haircut ain't quite as good as his, because I've cut his for so long. You know
but
what I mean?
You go to school and figure out how to do it. I mean,
right.
Dude, there's an experience with going to a good barber where you get a haircut, a shave, a hot towel on your face. Basically the men's version of pampering.
Yeah.
I don't care how manly you are. That shit is nice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I went to a barber that hot shaved my neck. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's the best experience I've ever had. He straight edged and hot shaved with hot cream on my neck.
Yep.
That's the best shit I've ever had in my life.
Yep. Jay Cruz, I can fade my own hair. I mean, I shave it now, but when I wasn't, I'd give my own self a fade, and a pretty good one. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's not going to be as good as, if I was to go to Dave or, a real barber, but it was pretty damn crispy. My biggest thing is I like a bald fade, and I was never confident enough not being able to see. I give my stepson a bald fade like nothing, but I was never confident enough in my skills to give myself a bald fade. So I would do, I have what they call a zero guard on one of my sets of clippers, and I have 2 different sets that I used. And that zero guard was almost skin, and I would do it with that. But so yeah, and I could work it up to, I don't know what would probably be a ½ inch on the top, or maybe a little longer. I didn't like the top much longer than that.
The thing about being a barber, this is just my opinion, is everybody needs a haircut. It's just like being working at a mortuary or having everybody's going to die. It's a guarantee. Everybody needs a haircut. It's a guarantee. You know what I mean? It's not something that's going to go away. And you see these old timers. I used to go to a barber in my old town where I worked, where I delivered mail for the post office. And his name was Mr. Hatch. And he was 90 years old. And he'd been cutting hair since he was in the World War II. And the stories he'd tell you and just the experience of going in there. Yeah. Dude, it was just amazing. You know what I mean? He's since passed, but he was so happy, and he's done that his whole life. And that's the key, I think. Is that going to make you happy, or is that just going to be a job? If it's going to be just going to be a job, maybe don't do it. But if you're going to love going to work every day and that's what you love, man.
Absolutely.
You got my vote. Freaking do it, dude.
Yep. Michael, Ken, what's going on, fellas?
What's up, Ken?
And that's, I'm kind of trying to make my mind up on that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it can't be easy. I mean,
Yep.
Not everybody's going to love cutting hair, absolutely not. And if you don't, there's no shame in that.
No.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've I wouldn't say I got my mind made up on it, but I'm leaning really hard to diesel mechanic.
Okay.
So I don't know.
And would you love going to work being a diesel mechanic?
See, that's what I don't know. Thing? I don't know if I feel like I would, because I would try to get on like maybe like the place my dad retired from, which my dad was an electrician, but they have giant diesel trucks there,
Okay.
Now, if I was to work in some mom and pop shop,
what about like a custom diesel place where you put chips
something like that,
add exhausts and
yes,
you know what I mean?
And we have a couple of them places like that around here.
Yeah.
Now, I will say my favorite job that I've ever had was a mom and pop shop. The wife did the books, the husband worked with me, and it was just me and him.
And you loved
that. Was 100% the favorite job I've ever had. It was also about the second or third hardest job I've ever had physically.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't a mentally easy job either. I mean, you had to be careful. That shit was dangerous.
You
got a crane looming over your head, I mean, you got to be careful. Mm-hmm. But it was just something about it I loved, but see, we don't have that around here. That industry does not exist where I'm at now. That's when I was out almost to Texas.
Okay.
The very northern part, the square part up north of Texas.
So, question
out there
for
where
you:
there was farmland.
How set in stone are you staying right where you're at? Are you like is that the ultimate goal? You want something to where you can stay there, or are you like, I don't care, I'll move anywhere? or you'll move anywhere within the state, or where are you on that?
I'll move any fucking where. Yeah. I don't care nothing. Dude, there is nothing in Oklahoma right now. McAllister, where I work, that's the biggest town I'm closest to. Mm-hmm. It is drying up. My industry it employed 400 people in that town.
Yeah,
we're down to like 180, and it's fixing to be zero. By the end of May, it'll be zero. That's 400 people. The place next door, which is another machine shop called National Oil Well, they're already done. They had a couple of hundred people. The place across the road from us, which is where I worked before, at its biggest, it was up to 200 people. It doesn't exist anymore.
So it's a dying industry. It's just,
dude, it is. The whole town is dying, and it's a big town. And they're bringing in new shopping centers and stuff. Well, who do they think is going to shop there? There's not going to be anybody left.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
So, I mean, no, now my wife doesn't want to go real far. Mm-hmm. If it were up to me, I tried to transfer to North Carolina.
She wouldn't do it.
No, it wasn't that. I'm not allowed to. Okay. I didn't know. See, had they not had a layoff there also, I would have been able to pack up and go right then and there.
Okay.
But we're a union, so what's fair is fair. Them guys all have to come back before I can get a shot. Now, I'm going to put in preferential reinstatement to North Carolina because the reason being is I'm the lowest seniority in the shop.
Oh, okay.
But I can't be laid off because I'm union. So I have superseding seniority, but technically in time, I'm the lowest time. Like all the people that come in about the time I did, they're long gone. But I hold a couple of high-ranking union jobs, so I'm good. I'll be good till the end. But my seniority will not hold me in Kinston, North Carolina. And since they've had a layoff. Now, had they not had a layoff, I could have probably got on within a week. And I could probably already be out there working. Not only that, I probably could have got a $10,000 sign-on bonus.
Wow.
They was giving that to people. But when they had that layoff, we had a guy that got laid off on the first round. He went straight out there. They give him $10,000 to move. He went straight out there, was working, loving it. And then all of a sudden, boom, he was the first one to go because he was the last one hired.
Yeah, wow. So it's not worth it.
And when you move from one plant to another, your seniority does not hold. It doesn't matter if you've been there for 20 years.
You start over.
It only holds to get you in the door. And then when you start, now you're a day one again.
Okay.
Yep.
Kyle, I like that. You should move to Indian Head and help Gary run Chesapeake. Gary could do his full-time job, put you in charge of Chesapeake. Hey, there you go.
I've begged Gary. To hire.
I bet.
He said he can't afford it.
Gary could just lay back and do his full daytime job, and you could be his bitch at Chesapeake.
I mean, I thought it was a pretty fair deal for him just to sign over his paycheck from his real job to me, and then he keep all the profits from Chesapeake. It's like a switch-off thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see why we couldn't do that.
No matter what you sell. What did we have from J. Cruz that you wrote down?
Okay, travel. Where would you like to go? Where, as far as travel is concerned, where would you like to go more than any? What would be your number one pick of somewhere to go?
Okay, this is insane. I've never been east of Colorado in my life. East of Denver. I've been all over the western states. Never east of Denver. And for some reason, the state of Maine just pulls to me.
Yep.
Maine would be my number one state to go visit in the United States. Now, if we're talking out of the states, I would want to go to like St. John. St. John, an island, and just have a vacation of just laying on the beach. I don't know. That's those are my two, but my number one state is Maine. And you never hear anybody talking about Maine like, oh, I want to go to Maine so bad. I don't anyway. No. You know what I mean? Maine pulls to me. The outdoors, the wilderness, the forest, the lakes. That's my dream vacation in the United States. How about you?
I have two places that I desire to go. One is to Ireland.
Oh, God, I love that.
Where at in Ireland, I don't know. I've never been in a position where I could even come close to going, so I haven't done a lot of research.
Scotland and Ireland, I would love to, too.
Yeah, actually Scotland and Ireland, and I'll tell you why Scotland is because I want to tour the. It's a whiskey facility. It's the most expensive Scotch on the planet. Octomore. I would like to tour where they make Octomore.
Oh wow!
It's
cool.
really heavy smoky. It's a smoky Scotch, like super heavy on the peat. Okay. I would love to. I seen that on like one of the travel channels. Okay. A girl toured, and it just looked amazing there. And oops.
Nice.
Hang on, guys. My
okay.
My alarm went off. And I unfocused it. There it goes.
There you go.
And then apart from that, I would like to go to New York City just for a few hours. I don't want to stay there for days on end. I just want to see something that big and that massive and that compact and just you know what I mean. I just want to check it out for a little bit.
Okay.
So,
nice. Nice. So New York City in the States and Ireland, Scotland.
Yep.
Out of the States. Nice. Two good choices.
Yep.
What else we got? I've got a question for you. Have you ever been to Vegas? Never been to Vegas.
Dude, I've never been west of the Oklahoma line.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I've never been east of Denver. You've never been west of the Oklahoma line.
There's pretty much I've crossed over the line into Colorado, but we really wasn't necessary. We wasn't further east than the farthest point of Oklahoma, I don't think. Okay. We might have been a little bit, but it wasn't much.
How about east? Where have you been east?
I've been as far as Branson, Missouri.
Okay.
That's as far as I've ever been.
Nice.
There's kind of a slot right there, and I haven't really gotten out of it.
Gary, I agree and disagree with you. Vegas is overrated. Vegas now is very expensive.
Yeah.
But Vegas, you've just got to see it. It's really cool.
Yep.
It used to be you could go to a buffet for $5 and eat all you can eat crab and whatever because they would drop the price of food to get you there to gamble. Yep. Now you can't go to a buffet for less than $30. Prices have just skyrocketed. So I agree and disagree both, Gary, with that. Vegas is kind of overrated, but it's cool. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Vegas, but I don't. That's not like my.
You can get drunk and walk right down the street. There's no public intoxication. You know, I love that part of it.
Right. So I don't strongly desire to see Vegas because I'm not big on like gambling and stuff. But as far as seeing the sights, yes, I would love to see the sights. You know, I'd like to go to the pawn shop that's on TV, Counts Customs, all that stuff. I'd love to see all that. That'd be great.
So I've been to the Pawn Stars pawn shop, and it is absolutely nothing like you would think.
I know.
It is so small, dude.
People have told me that.
It's so tiny. It's like a hole in the wall.
Yep.
It's crazy. It looks so huge on TV.
Yeah.
Things they can do with TV. So.
Yep. I don't get it.
Yeah, Gary, I agree with that. Vegas is cool, but not the end all be all. There's perfect.
Okay.
Stuff. Yeah. You've definitely got to see it if you haven't. But it's not like the greatest place on earth by any means. Yeah.
Right. I'd like to see the Rocky Mountains. You know, I'd like to see Yellowstone.
Yeah.
There's lots of things that I'd like to see, but you know, hell, I'd love to go to Germany and see some World War II stuff. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just to, you know, just to kind of see the sights, but, you know, that's yeah.
Did you get Gary's DM?
I did not. Whoa, what did I do? Oh, I know what I did.
Yeah, Dave, Vegas is beautiful at night, but it's not as beautiful since they've gone all LED. Man, back in the day when it was regular.
Everything's LED now?
Everything's LED now. And it's just half as bright as it used to be.
Yeah.
Wide angle lens can make anything look bigger than it is. Absolutely. Oh, Gary, that would be an awesome vacation, man. Absolutely.
Oh, no. Why did I do that?
Fremont Street, man. Fremont Street is where it's at. That's old Vegas. Dave knows. Yeah. That is old Vegas. You've got to hold on extra careful to your wallet on Fremont Street. Me and my buddy were on Fremont Street with our wives, and he had a guy knock into him and say, "I'm sorry, dude." And he shoved him back. He's like, "You son of a bitch, you're trying to pickpocket me." You guys like, "No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't."
No way.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, he was.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah. That's freaking wild. Did you see a private chat?
I'll check in it right now.
Oh, something happened. Your volume got different.
Oh, yeah, I muted it.
Thank you, Bushy. What did he say now? He said, I went there during the 40 or 45 year anniversary. Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
Okay.
And Fremont Street is crazy. You want the ultimate Vegas experience, you go to Fremont Street. Absolutely. It's like old Vegas. It's got the cheap buffets. It's got the cheap food. It's scary as shit. It's got midgets that have tassels over their boobs. It's got anything you'd ever want. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. Did you have another question from Cruz, or was that all of it?
Yes. What is your thoughts on CBD?
Man, that's a hard one. I'm currently testing it right now. Fable's CBD and Fable's regular line. Fable's CBD line's way better.
Yeah.
And it's obviously got to be the CBD because that's the only difference. The butter's way better. I don't know. Thoughts in general on CBD, I'm not positive yet. You know, it's got a lot of benefits as a whole, but I'm not sure about beard products. Gary, you bitch, sell me some Dixons, man. I just told Mick they half in price. They're worth like $20 after you buy them and wear them.
The what?
I just told Mick they go down half in price when you buy them, you know. Not worth shit, so sell them to me, you know. I'm just bullshitting you. Dixon flannels, man.
Oh.
He's like, yeah, bullshit.
Why do they do that? Why do they go up in price?
I can explain that very easily.
Because they're limited, right?
Man, so Dixon has like a handful that they always have.
Yeah.
Then they make a ton. That they just make that many and that's it. So people buy them and they buy extras. And there's like this black market on eBay and then Facebook. There's a Facebook group where people are like, well, I have one of these, but if you want, it's going to cost you this much. Because, dude, the collection of those is just mad crazy.
Did you see the black fly drop they did? They were gone that, and they were $250. $250 on third sites.
Yeah.
Instantly.
So here's the trick, though, and it only works if you happen to live in Arizona. A week before they're dropped online, Dixon always has those new ones in their shop where you can go in. I
saw that on the Facebook group, people buying them and posting them.
People will buy them, and they'll send people in and buy a bunch, and then they'll post them on eBay and stuff. Mm-hmm. So, you know, there's a trick to doing it, but, you know, I'm a Dixon freak, but I'm not, like,
crazy
trying to resell. Like, I've given away, so they made the one called, well, they have the Shreddy 2.0, but they have the original Shreddy. I had it. And then last year in February, when I was in Michigan, one of the guys I met up with, a friend, didn't have any Dixons. He goes, man, I just can't afford it. I'm like, well, what size do you wear? And he goes, told me the size, and it just happened to be the size I had. Mm-hmm. So I took the Shreddy off and gave it to him.
Oh, right on.
It only cost me $59 plus shipping, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know about the underground Dixon world. And then Pedro messaged me. He goes, you're an idiot. You just gave away a $300 shirt. I'm like,
oh,
I'm like, bro, I was like, I wasn't going to sell the shirt. It wasn't like I gave it to him. It was the same as me keeping it.
They'll write it off on your taxes, man. A business expense, $300.
No.
Yeah. What's up, Ken? How are you, man?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah. So I had 50. Now I had 58 Dixons until this week. I gave 4 away to a friend that was visiting me.
Wow.
58?
So 54 now. Wow.
Wow.
And I've only been collecting them for about 14 months.
No
I can't
kidding.
fathom that.
So,
Until you wear one, Mick. Until you wear one, dude.
Dude, it's like your beard products. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah,
spend
it
how
is.
much money a month on beard products?
Exactly.
That is-
Exactly.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Ken, I do gotta say, your hat is nice.
Oh God.
Oh, you had to let this knucklehead in.
Hey, Alfred. Haven't seen you in a while. Haven't seen you in a while,
I'm
man.
about as big as a fan of this Alfred Einstein crap as I am with Bruce Benton. People pretending to be somebody else is just ridiculous. I don't like it. And that's just my honest opinion. I think it's.
What's up, dude?
I mean, they make medication. If you're bipolar, if you have split personality issues, they make medication for it.
Oh God, Kyle's got 9 Dixons coming.
Good Lord.
What'd you do? Hit the lottery, Kyle?
Irish got 9 for free. That's nice.
Kyle, did you get the
9,
black
that's
fly?
pretty good.
Did you get the black fly that just dropped?
I've got the F cancer one. I also bought one for Araya's dad.
That's a good one right there.
Right on. I was trying to get the F cancer one, and
are they gone already?
Oh well, my size, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I was too late.
Yeah, that's a good one there.
Anyways, nice hat, Ken.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate I like that. Yeah, I like that.
It came out better than you thought, huh?
It did. Yeah, I was glad this one turned out well. Yeah.
Is it?
I might have to buy one of those to support you. I got your sweater, but now that you changed your logo, I was like, why do I have a hoodie?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, now I got the new hoodie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you gonna get one made with that logo on it?
I've got a couple of hoodies with the logo done in different ways. I'm gonna come up with a few more. Yeah.
Alfred, where'd you go, dude?
Get his medication.
I want to know, Irish Whisker, how did you win 9 Dixons? That's awesome.
No, he didn't win them. He ordered them, did he?
No, he said he got them all for free.
What? Got them all for free. What the crap?
Got them for free?
That's what it says. Yeah.
Yeah, it does say that.
That's about $450 just retail.
Yeah.
Kyle, how the hell did you get those, dude?
I know Pedro sold some and gave some away too, because Pedro had a much larger collection than I do.
Does he?
Yeah, but I gave away 4 to my friend this week. My wife gave, I think, 6 of hers away.
Oh, he saved his credit points on his credit card. Gotcha.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of fun.
Smart move, Kyle. From buying beard products, probably.
Oh, wow.
What is Salem? What color is it?
Salem's
I think
awesome.
it has orange.
Orange, and it's got like orange stripes on it.
I was wondering. I had a feeling it might be.
It was one of the ones they did for October. They did a bunch of them for $31.
Yeah, $31.
Okay.
The Rams beat the Seahawks with a quarterback with 1 thumb.
Are you serious? Did they?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Sorry, Emo.
I saw the first half. Rams look good in the first half.
I'm glad the Seahawks lost, one, because they're in the Cardinals division, same as the Rams. But since the Rams knocked us out of the playoffs last weekend, I'm like, I'd rather have the Rams go, because they're not going to go further. But for the rest of the playoffs,
Yeah, they did.
For the rest of the playoffs, I'm a Bills fan.
The Bills beat the Colts by 3 points. Woo, that was a close game.
Colts are my wife's team. So, and I rooted for the Bills growing up back in the Jim Kelly days with, Don Beebe and Andre Reed. Was Mel sending cookies to people? What's she say?
She's making all those cookies for the auction tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Stay out of the kitchen, Ken. That's why you're on live.
Look, Gary spent $6,000 for those cookies. I pretty much owed him.
Mel will kill you if you even eat one.
I mean, that's probably not like combined. I've got to say, I probably spent $1,000 easy on cookies so far.
I guarantee it. Just from auction wins, yeah. I mean, for the record, we wouldn't charge Gary that much. He won auctions.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For the record, you should, because I still got to send you your dang box, which I'm gonna get out this week. I promise you. Tomorrow, when I'm down there packaging and making stuff, I'm gonna get it.
Right.
But listen, if nobody has had, this is the thing. Ken tried to do the community a favor, and he on his website he made it where you can order the cookies just off a donation, and people weren't really grabbing it because of the price. The amount of money it takes to ship those is a lot. So you're 2 dozen for $40, and they're that's with shipping included.
Yeah,
and the packaging that she puts them in, she puts them in like Ziploc Tupperware and wraps them. The amount of time that Mrs. Bluegrass puts in these cookies, I pay $80 for 2 dozen. You know what I mean?
I would guess it's easily 25 shipping.
Oh yeah, it is
easily maybe 30.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because she ships UPS. Because if we ship cookies through the post office, you'd probably get them. They'd be black and moldy.
Yeah, you never know these days.
Things are getting better now that Christmas is over. I think the postal
it's taken a while. It'll be anher month or so.
Yeah, they're not getting better for me. I still get issues with orders.
Something with the DC hub there. Yeah, stuff's getting
the DC hub is like the black hole. The post
sucks. It is. It's like the black hole of the postal service.
It'll get better.
And there's no way for me to go around it unless I use UPS.
Yeah.
But people don't understand that it costs so much more. And I'm not. If you pay for USPS. I'm not gonna just eat the cost and send a UPS for you. Like that's just crazy.
Yeah,
that's like $5 more in order out of pocket for me.
Or more than that. The same package that costs you $6-7 is going to cost you 15, 18 UPS.
So Clint was saying now, which it's obviously different everywhere, but down there where he's at, I guess it's pretty rural. So he was looking at his USPS versus UPS, and there was barely any difference. So I mean, which obviously it's locational. It's going to be different everywhere. But I thought that was very strange that he could send UPS for like 75 cents to $1 more than USPS. I figured there would be a $5 or $6 margin there.
Yeah, I have a good friend of mine, Pete, who's a diehard Seahawks fan. And so I always give him crap. Like, the Seahawks are a good team. They had a great season. Mm-hmm. I just, as a Cardinals fan, I can't in good conscience root for the Seahawks. Like, I can't. Mm-hmm.
It looks like she's saying there will be some extra cookies for us.
Mm-hmm. Mel, put those extra cookies in my boxes right now.
Yeah, Gary paid enough. Throw them in Gary's box.
I won't be mad at you. You know what?
Your wife will be.
If she has extra cookies, send some to Motivation Dave. He needs some cookies. It's bulking season. He needs some.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Mel, if you're in here, get Dave's address, send him some cookies, and I'll cover the cost for it. You heard it here first. But just send him like 2 cookies. I don't want him to have 2 more.
Did you get your hot sauce yet?
What's up, Mab? How are you?
Oh, yeah, I did. I haven't tried it yet, but I got it. I got it a few days ago.
I think me and you got the exact same batch. I'm almost positive. It's the ones he made in the video.
Yeah. The ones he made in the video are the ones for the auction. Yeah.
I think you'll be okay, Gary. It's not.
It doesn't allow me to do spicy anymore.
Right. Now I wouldn't recommend just getting a big old hunk and dip of it with a chip because I mean it's a little warm, but it's not like. It's not like it's really not even as hot as like the regular Tabasco sauce or something like that.
Is it hotter than Cholula?
I would say it's pretty close. They're pretty close. Yeah.
Then I should be okay.
You know what? And obviously, I mean, just test it out because I like hot food. So make sure you test it before you just take just my word on it. But no, I think you'll be okay.
Tommy, is Gary eating cookies from the last charity auction?
No, these are Reese's peanut butter cup. We bought some like those break and bake cookies from the store today because we were grocery shopping. And my wife was like, "Let's make some cookies." So she got some gluten-free ones for Kellen, and then these ones for me and Peyton. Yeah, Mrs. Bluegrass, her gluten-free cookies are really good.
Oh yeah,
My family, everybody here loves them, and not everybody here likes gluten free. Two of them have to eat it. The others, the rest of us don't.
Yeah, when she made those were the first time that I ever had gluten free. I think probably anything. I was surprised at how good they were.
And they're from scratch. They're not from a box.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
She don't box stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No, I do that. It's funny. One year she was making desserts for, I don't know, Thanksgiving or Christmas or something. And I forget what she was making. And she said I couldn't have any, so I went and bought and made my own dessert. It was fake.
But I'm serious though, Mel. Get Dave's address, send Dave some cookies, and let me know, and I'll cover that. I'll PayPal Ken.
You ain't PayPal Ken, you're going to PayPal her.
Well, I have Ken's PayPal already.
Yeah.
I trust that she'll get it because Ken was a desk jockey in the Army. Mel was a real soldier in MP. Mel gave him the business.
She still has the handcuffs.
You don't forget those takedown moves.
Right. She's tough, man.
My brother-in-law's an MP. He's actually still active.
She'll frisk him, throw him against the wall, and pat him down until those quarters drop out.
Hey, tell me that one more time. I'm going to leave this stream and head upstairs.
So, Ken, what went on the live stream with Joe today? I was busy and I did not get to catch it.
Oh, we talked about pineapple for sure. So we were talking about the bets. So yeah, Friday during the reviewers table on Joe's channel, he's going to eat a can of pineapples.
Okay.
Yep.
I will be sure to watch that.
Not like pineapple?
No, he hates pineapple. So that's how the conversation came up. And basically, if he eats a whole can of pineapple rings, me, Joe, and
me.
Was it you going to buy a combo?
Yeah.
So he's going to get 3 oil butter combos of his choice.
Mel said these aren't Melios. No, these are Melios. Did you see Oreos came out with a new one? They're called the Brookies. So it's like the Oreo and has the cream filling and a chocolate chip filling and a brownie filling together. It's like a triple filling.
God, that sounds good.
I got them in the cupboard.
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
Need to get more chocolate, she says.
Gallon size of pineapple. No, I think it's the 20-ounce can.
Yeah, the big can.
Yeah.
It's not the biggest, but it's the
I'll take my hat off for Vato if he wants to.
I was talking earlier. I hate black olives, and I don't know if I could do a can of black olives for 3 combos.
I know I couldn't.
Look, if somebody challenged me on a live to eat olives for beer products, I'm going to be like, no, sorry, I'm good.
You hate them too, huh?
I can't stand olives.
Yeah, that's me too. I don't think
I like green olives.
Why don't you like black olives?
Oh God, horrible.
Because they taste like garbage.
Yeah.
Who hurt you as a child? Well, don't answer that, Ryan. Who hurt you as a child?
Hey, there's 3 of us, dude. It's 3-1. We hate black olives.
Oh, Ryan's from Oklahoma, or Mick's from Oklahoma, so we already know who.
He doesn't count.
He's from the same state as the Tiger King, so he
I love green olives. I like them ones with the jalapenos in the middle of them. Them things are amazing. Black olives,
the red pimento.
I like them too, but I like the jalapeno.
I've never seen a jalapeno.
What? You ain't never seen a jalapeno stuffed olive?
I wouldn't touch any olive, green, black.
Oh my God!
No, I'm with you, Ryan. No way.
Dude, the garlic stuffed olives, the jalapeno stuffed olives, and then there's
no.
There's one more.
I still probably wouldn't eat it.
Oh, now I'd pound that whole package there.
Yeah, I'll break it down. I'm gonna show you.
Hey Brian, how you doing, brother?
Hey Brian.
Hey, what's up, Brian?
See?
Oh man, that looks good. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's got there's chocolate chip cookie filling, then a brownie filling, and then the regular white filling.
Man, kick him out of here. You got the
too much filling. They need to thin that down a little bit.
I'll be honest with you, it is a little much on the filling.
Yeah. They need to thin that filling down. Yeah.
Pimento stuff.
The pimento stuff. But there's one more. And when I say that, these are big old olives. The ones that's got jalapenos and garlic in them. And then there's one more. It's got some. Oh, it's feta cheese. Yeah, cheese.
The olive stuff that I have
garlic, and then jalapeno, and then
they do garlic, jalapeno, feta cheese, no olive.
Yeah, same. You could probably shove bacon in olive. I'm not going to eat it.
Yeah, me too. And I'd eat my own foot if it was wrapped in bacon.
I like the Greek olives with the pit still in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like those either.
Nope.
Dude, what's wrong with you?
Sounds like me and Ken are on the same page.
If it has the word olive in it, I'm not interested.
Yep, same here.
You're broken. You're a broken man.
Except olive oil. I'll eat olive oil on my Subway sandwich.
I'll do olive oil, yeah.
Will you do that? So.
Olive oil and vinegar.
Yep.
Y'all will both put olive oil on your face too.
Yeah,
No.
we have. Yep.
No.
I bet you. Yeah.
You talking olive oil and beer products?
Absolutely, Bushy.
Here, I got a hat for you.
Squalane oil is olive oil.
Look at the gingerbread man.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome,
there's some beer products that have food grade olive oil in it.
Really?
I'm not interested. Yeah, there's a.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've heard about it. At least two companies I know of. One's an actual local company, and they sell their own line of beer products and has olive oil. And it's like, nope, I'm not interested.
Yeah, I'm good on that for sure.
It's a real greasy,
Oh, Mab, Clautamala olives. Oh, those are horrible.
Oh yeah,
Clamato. Yeah.
I've tried those. Those are horrible.
You know what's funny? Like, there's been like 100 viewers on, and then all of a sudden, randomly people message like, "What are you doing in the background?" Hiding. Yeah, oh, my Dixons.
So you got your own? You got a closet just for Dixons?
Well, it's my closet. Unfortunately, that's all I have in there.
That's all he owns is Dixon's. Yeah.
Yeah. So that closet is actually down in the basement. He hides that from his wife.
This T-shirt is even a Dixon T-shirt.
What size do you wear, Gary? What size Dixon?
It depends what day of the week it is.
Oh, okay. Depends on how much you've eaten or not.
It depends on how many cookies Mel sends me.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
the
when she sent you a lot of cookies, what size do you wear?
Come on, Dad. I wear extra large and 2X. Just depends.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Dave, it gets cold there sometimes, don't it?
If you consider 70 cold, I think.
I think it gets down to 40, 50 at night.
They make short sleeve shirts too, the bamboo shirts. I have a few of those too. They're great in the summertime.
Are they? I just bought a few of those.
Dave would love those.
When they had their big sale, I just bought a few. Yeah.
Yeah, Dave would love those in the summertime. He might rip the sleeves out of them though, a Hulk over there.
Right.
45, if you think 45 is cold.
It was 40 today, 48.
No,
45 for me.
It was 30 degrees at 4:30 this morning when I was driving to the airport.
Yeah, 45 at night. That's like t-shirt and shorts for me.
The worst part about having house guests is I have to wear pants and a shirt around the house. So this morning when I got home from the airport, I told my wife I could walk around in my dun-dun-duns again.
Right? I hate that when you have guests.
Yeah.
My boy and his girlfriend are here, and I've got to be clothed all day long. It's like, what the heck?
My wife's laughing at us. She's super hilarious.
I'm the exact same way.
I go, it's too cold to walk around in your underwear. I'm like, no.
It's never too cold to walk around in your underwear.
Like, I can't walk from my bedroom to the bathroom in my underwear when there's guests here, especially when they're girls' guests. But if it was just guys, I wouldn't care about.
Yeah.
My friend had two of his daughters with him. You can't do that.
Yeah, no. Vato, where are you at? Are you in California?
Yeah, I think so.
Anything under 70s cold to me? Oh my gosh.
Clint, they're expecting 6 to 10 inches of snow. Clint, what part of the country are you from?
He's in Texas. He's in Lubbock, Texas.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
There's an old
6 to 10 inches of snow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my love, all my kisses.
Hey, fellas, I'm gonna have to jump off for a minute. Y'all stay.
Okay.
I don't think it doesn't end broadcast. Does it, Ken? No. If I jump off?
No, not if you just leave the studio.
Okay. All right. Yep. I will just do that then. And if I can, I'll jump back on here in just a little while. And if not, I think when everybody leaves, it'll just kill the stream on it.
Yeah.
Once all three of y'all leave.
Never tested that theory before.
I'm not too far from it. Dinner's about ready.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
We've got like maybe 1/10 of an inch of snow all winter.
Ryan,
Okay.
send me an actual text message whenever everybody gets off screen, and I'll check and make sure that it is off.
Yeah.
But all right, fellas.
You going for dinner?
Yelled at by your wife.
Yeah, the wife told me to come over to my mom's real quick. She just lives next door, so I'm gonna walk over there real quick and see what she's got.
All right,
fellas.
Good stream, man. See you later.
See you, brother.
So is next door in Oklahoma like 3 miles away?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm wondering too. He said it was just right behind his wall into the next house, so I don't know. I don't know if that's 3 miles or 10 feet.
I really like your hat, Ken. Is the state stitched too?
It's the flat embroidery.
Looks like a kind of.
But it is stitched.
Yeah.
Oh wow, are those for sale on your site, Ken?
They are. Yeah, I did these in. I've got black state with white, the black state with red, and then I did a white state with red. I think.
Oh, those are
now
cool.
Since it's the bluegrass, why did you do any blue?
Because I'm a Cardinals fan.
Oh, nice.
But it's
Go
the
Cards.
bluegrass state.
Has nothing to do with the color blue.
But it says
bluegrass
blue.
is green, but bluegrass is green, right?
Bluegrass is actual green grass. Yeah.
Yeah, bluegrass.
Well, listen,
is green
schematics. Green is blue, blue is green, the sky is purple. Who cares? Bluegrass.
Ken, when are the new logos coming out?
They're out, Vato. They're all out, man. On the website. I've got some stuff out there, hoodies and hats, and I believe everything has changed everywhere, unless I missed something. It's kind of like beard products, right? If you change your formula or change your labels, everything changes. Same thing with the logo in this case. Website, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
Oh yeah,
everything.
Everything's done.
Yeah, I just did a bunch of stuff on the back end on the website today because I have to charge state tax now.
Yeah.
So anybody in Maryland who buys has to pay state tax.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go in and do tax for the site, but then I had to go and each item in my store had to go back into it and add the charge tax button to each of it. And it's like,
oh geez, what a pain. So when's Valens dropping? What time do you know? Tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow night. So I'm not gonna drop it until I make it. So I'm gonna make the oil and the vitality. So I had
what the hell? Number. Just put it on at midnight tonight. Come on.
Maybe we'll see.
All right. So in other words, just check the app or send a message out when you drop it.
Oh, there'll be notification.
Send a notification. Yeah.
So Vato, I did the. So the reason I did this logo on the hats, this basically comes from the hat on my logo. So the guy wearing the hat, I did the same thing with the hat. Number one, because I like the way that just kind of comes off the hat. But then number two, if you do the logo itself on the hat, the round logo, it just doesn't look as good.
The round logo on the side would be cooler.
Yeah.
I like the state of Kentucky integrated in there. That's cool.
Yeah. It was actually Mrs. Bluegrass's idea. Yeah. She gets credit for that one.
You could do like I did.
They come up with all the good ideas, Ken.
Right.
You could do like I did for my hats, just do a big BGB on it.
Yeah.
Yep. BGB. Yeah.
I love that hat.
That is cool, huh? Not as cool as this one, but it's cool.
Yep. That's the last hat with that logo. Like that logo will never be on a hat again.
Serious?
Yeah, because that's their old logo. It says Chesapeake Beard Company.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new ones will be the CBG, and then it'll be on the black multicam. And I'm also going to do one with just our beard, the beard logo.
Gary, what's the scent profile for Valens?
No, not Cool Water Cologne, Mav.
Taco grease, pumpkin seeds.
No, don't listen to him.
Leftover monkey bread.
It's a coastal cologne. Coastal cologne. Not aquatic cologne, right?
No.
Differentiate that. What's differentiate between aquatic and coastal?
So listen, and I tried explaining this earlier on my live, but I can't really explain it. So aquatic cologne, I don't even know what aquatic cologne smells like.
Like cool water.
So I called this a coastal cologne smell because Richie Valens is from California, and that's the West Coast. You know what I mean? But it's just how would you describe it? It's just like a smooth. It's cologne-y, but it's not a cologne like, oh, I just went and bought a cologne fragrance oil and dumped in a bottle. It's not that by
It's not straight up cologne.
Yeah. So
just cologne-esque
in my scent blend, I make a big 32-ounce bottle of scent when I make these. My scent blend only has 1 ounce of the Creed Aventus cologne in it. You know what I mean? So that's very little cologne fragrance oil in it. The rest of it, so there's a vanilla, like a cotton vanilla, like a vanilla and fresh cotton kind of blend. There's a pepino melon scent in there.
Okay, what the hell's pepino melon?
It's a melon.
Some sort of melon.
It smells good.
Some sort of sweet melon.
It's a California thing, I guess.
Okay.
So there is pipe smoke in there, which is very little. There's oud in there, which is very little. And there's just some other stuff in there. I'm not saying everything, but it's
Clint, it's the Adventist Creed one.
It's just a fresh, just like, to me, it's just something that you would like, you put it on and it just makes you feel like, dang it,
like you're in California.
Like, oh yeah, I smell good. But yeah, it's like a clean. It's just what I would imagine back in the 50s.
So it has a 50s vibe to it? In your mind?
I don't know what the 50s smell like.
Yeah.
But like, I would imagine, like, if I'm Richie Valens, 16 years old, the girls are swooning over me because I'm a new rock star, got my hair slicked back, and I just smell fresh and clean and just crisp. And just, like, it's really good. I like it a lot.
Gotcha.
I like it more than I thought I was going to like it.
Nice.
So when he said a second ago, very little pipe smoke, he was looking at me when he said that because he knows I hate smoke.
Yeah, so it's not it's not smoky like fire smoky. So there's the pipe smoke and the oud.
Just manlies it up a little bit.
Just to man it up a little bit, because without those two, it was more on the, I'm not sure if it's manly or not kind of end.
Okay.
So I added those to kind of bump up the man in it. You mean, if
when you smell it, you don't get any smoke. It's just blended in there to where it mans.
I mean, unless you're really good at picking out each individual scent, but no, I don't think you'll pick up the smoke.
Does it so I know with Peak CBD, right? One of the reasons I didn't buy it for the longest time is because it said pineapple smoke.
You'll never get smoke out of that.
No, not at all. So is it the same?
It's actually the same pipe smoke I use in the Kauai.
Okay.
It's just there to accent it, just to add some depth to it. It's not there to be a dominant. So when you blend your scents, you kind of choose what's going to be the dominant, what's not, by the amount.
Right.
So, but you can also pick a scent that you add, like coffee. I can add 3 drops of coffee in it, and you're gonna smell the coffee. Coffee is a dominant scent, no matter how much you put in there. Like Black Crown, there's very little coffee in Black Crown, but it's very dominant.
Yeah. So it just takes over the bottle.
But pipe smoke is not a dominant; it's more of a supporting scent. Like, it just helps elevate everything else. And same thing with the oud.
You nailed it with Black Crown, because there's a few dominant scents in Black Crown.
There are.
Yeah, you could pick out. And I think the Black Crown goes throughout, like, the day a little bit too. Like, you could pick out each scent as it goes on. And my wife today, she goes, "I smell tobacco. What are you wearing?" I said, "Black Crown. There's no tobacco in it." There is pipe tobacco in Black Crown. I forgot about it.
Oh, wow.
So she was right, but I wasn't even thinking about it.
I don't know if I get any pipe tobacco out of Black Crown.
It's very little. It's just there. Like I said, it's just there to kind of balance.
Yeah.
So there's always, like, when I make the scents, sometimes I'd be happy with it, but I'm like, you know what? It needs something to just tie it. Like, it's hard to explain. A maker would understand what I'm saying, I guess, but some scents, you add them not so you can get the profile of that. So pipe smoke, I don't add it so I can get a smoky profile. You can add it just to kind of tie things in together a little bit, and it pulls things into a different direction.
Kind of an accent scent, if you will.
Yeah, but it's really good. I mean, and there's going to be people who don't like it just because there's people who didn't like 1985. There's people who didn't like. There's people. One person didn't like vintage. I mean, It's gonna happen. And
you're not gonna have a scent that everybody likes. It's damn near impossible.
I'm not Pedro. I don't say everybody likes everything I do. That's impossible.
No, but, it's impossible.
And we all know I love Pedro, so don't go text him.
Pedro and Gary are BFFs.
Yeah.
So, we're frenemies. We're good friends, but we love to just hate each other. But what was I gonna say? So I know there's gonna be people who don't like Valence, and that's cool. You know what I mean? Because you can't please everybody. I never get upset. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Like, what am I gonna do? Cry? Like, it's not gonna change anything. But I think the vast majority will like Valence, and I think, in my humble opinion, if you love 85, if you love vintage, and if you love Black Crown, Valence is going to be better for you, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I was able to accomplish with the scents that I add, the scents that I used, once you smell it, you'll see, because the scents I told you, you're going to be like pipe smoke, oud, vanilla, cotton, creed. You're going to be like, that just sounds weird. But when you smell it, you're going to be like, this scent does not smell like it came from what he's told me is in it. So, it's one of those things.
One of those well-blended ones that you can't really pick out. I like that.
Yeah. Not to jump ahead, but I'm excited to see what you do with next month's.
We're going to start working on that really soon. You and I, you're going to be involved with that just because you're involved with everything else in that aspect. So
I told you
talking about it. But so I'll be so March, which gets released in February, will be released with Ken on the Beard Cave, because Ken actually did the labels for it. Did a lot of work on these labels. There's the Back to the Future one that I told everybody was coming in March.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just trying to figure out. I'm gonna have to watch the movie again to get some inspiration, because I have too much inspiration in my head.
Yeah,
it's pulling me in different directions. But I can tell you the label integrates the first and the second movie. Nice. Well, I guess it technically integrates all three movies, because one aspect is in all the movies.
Right.
But we did pull some things from the second movie and put it in the label. But the scent profile for that one is tricky, because all three movies do have significant things in there that you can pull from.
But vastly different.
Yeah, like the first movie, you could pull Pepsi really easy, because he's Pepsi. Oh, yeah. He asked for a Pepsi free.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a Pepsi free. No, that was in the first one, right?
Yeah. So. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then George McFly is here. There's a coffee on the diner. George McFly is eating cereal. He calls himself Calvin Klein, so you can go Calvin Klein cologne route if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Pepsi Free's in the second one.
Second one, yeah.
When he goes to the future.
To the future.
Yep.
Nice.
The first one.
Right. There's a leather jacket in the second movie.
So Billy says we need a Goonie scent, Rocky Road.
So Goonies is on the list. And when you deal with pop culture, I mean, it's endless opportunity. So I have a long list, and it's going to go as long as I do set in the month. It's going to remain pop culture. So I mean, you never know what we'll have. I did release most of the years already as far as what we're going to do. There's some months that I didn't announce. But yeah, so just in the first movie, if you look at Calvin Klein, leather, Pepsi, cereal, coffee, that's not going to go together.
George McFly drank a chocolate milk in the diner.
In the chocolate milk, yeah. Oh, yeah. So,
chocolate milk and Pepsi.
And then at the end of the movie, when Doc comes back, he has a Mr. Fusion. He's dumping banana peels and beer cans or whatever in the Mr. Fusion thing.
Yep.
I mean, and then in the second movie, you have alcohol, because the mom's drinking alcohol. Then you have like the casino vibe, smoke.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just so many different smells,
ways you could go.
Because I wanted to connect somehow. Because why use it? Why do a Back to the Future thing if you're not going to connect something from the movie? Same thing with Valence. I mean, I tried to pick things with Valence because he grew up with his mom, working in the fields, like the farm areas and stuff like that. So I tried to pick. That's what the melon comes from, and the cotton, just things that you could associate with that generation.
So Valence goes on sale tomorrow. Does it ship out on the 1st, or are you shipping it out early?
It's gonna ship early.
Okay.
If I'm making it tomorrow, I'm not gonna sit there and hold on to it.
Whenever you get done with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna. the whole waiting till the first to ship.
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting away from that. And I want to transition to the Scent of the Months go live on the 1st, and you can get it the whole month. I just have to work something out because there's people who pay for their subscription before the 1st. Mm-hmm. So I gotta it's gonna take some time for me to figure that out.
So if we ordered last month, are we gonna get an automatic shipment, or do we need to reorder?
No. If you subscribe, if you bought it through the app, it's not a subscription because you can't subscribe through the app because if there's a disconnect between the subscription service and the app providers. I can't. I'd have to switch to a completely different subscription service to make it work on the app.
But if we do it on the website, then it'll be automatic.
Yes, and then you'll get it won't be auto charge. So what it is, if you subscribe, then let's say you subscribe on the 10th of December. Well, 30 days from then, you'll get an email saying January Scent of the Month. Here's your invoice. You can pay it, skip it, whatever you want. You don't have to pay it. It's not an auto charge.
Is that why mine got screwed up?
I like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who just bought it and thought they were subscribed, but they weren't because they bought it off the app.
Well, you remember I was subscribed, and then all of a sudden I quit getting my emails.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with yours.
Yeah,
I love that Little Shop of Horrors and Howard the Duck.
Yeah. Howard the Duck is on the list.
I love Howard the Duck.
Yeah, and I'm thinking of just ending the subscription part of the service
and just buy it
and just making, because you have that option too. So, and if you subscribe, you're only saving 10% on your purchase. So I'm like, you know what? Just do it, and then you can use a discount code if you want. You know what I mean? Just do it.
Yeah, that'd probably be easier.
Because then. And Pedro tells me, well, you just need to do the auto charge. I'm like, no, because I subscribed to things before and forgot about it, and then all of a sudden
it pisses you off.
$50, and I'm like, and I wasn't expecting it.
And you're like, shit,
yeah. So I don't ever want to do that to people,
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I don't put as much time to building the subscription part of it as Pedro did, because he's got a lot of subscribers, and I could put more effort into it, but people just don't like to subscribe to things. You can't force it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyways, long story short, Back to the Future Scent is one that it's going to take some more thought, but it's going to be worked on here relatively soon because it's got to be done in 4 weeks. So.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, lasagna's up from the oven, so I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm fixing to eat some stew myself. I'm getting pretty daggum hungry.
You two can leave. Ken and I take over. We don't need you.
No, my daughter's waiting on me too. My daughter have something we're doing tonight.
I'll be Mick. Ken can be Ryan.
Thanks for joining, guys. Thanks everybody in the chat.
How that would go.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it, you guys.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Okay. Appreciate everybody joining.
All right, later, guys.
Okay, see ya.
Catch y'all next week.